Are you sure you want to start streaming? Alright, so we're streaming. Are you sure you want to start streaming? Yes, please.
There we go. Turn your volume down.
Oh god! What am I doing?
I did.
She turned her volume
Are
down.
you serious? You really asked me that on a live stream if I know how to turn my volume down.
Do you know how to computer, honey? Do you know how to double voice? Just enough. Alright. Yeah, I want the preview. Double voice. Just enough. Oh, wait, I gotta turn that off too. Okay. Public view, that's what I want. Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure this out. Public view, that's a little better than... Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure this out. Oh, sorry, it's the other one. Is that better?
But it is still
Um, Actually, you should have your headphone there.
You just said no.
Alright, is it echoing? I think... Hold on. Let me check this out. See, last time I was checking it on the iPad. Alright. So is it still echoing?
I think it just started echoing.
Yeah, it's still echoing. Okay, let me turn this off. Alright, how's that? Because I was trying to monitor the microphone. Is that better?
Still echoing.
No, he said that a while ago.
Oh, now it's much better.
Okay, yeah, it was the stupid monitor. Alright, so we're good. Well, it's OBS. Alright, so using a software encoder, I turned off all my dock stuff so I can click over here without everything showing up. We're going for a much more professional stream this time, guys. It's kind of okay.
You say that and yet
It's kind of okay, Jenna. It's kind of okay. Okay, I got back to stream and it repaired. Alright. He fixed it. Alright, so where were we? So last time, should we do some introductions or something?
Like what?
Let me say, and we're live! Welcome to the... What is this? Does the first one count? Second? We'll say the second.
Well, I thought it was the third. Is it? Or wait, no.
The first
no,
one was a
never mind.
test, so we're going to say this is the second Born Games live stream, where I'm working on stuff, you guys tell me to stop being lazy and keep working on stuff, and I'll show you what I did yesterday and what we're going to be working on today. I already want to play. We'll go play. Android. Same as iOS. $5. Anyway, Jenna's gonna be handling the chat. Would you like to say hi? Obviously, fairly obvious.
It's fairly obvious on this.
Okay.
It's Twitter that wouldn't let me use fairly obvious.
That's awful.
It really is.
Report flag.
I don't like it. I think it's one of those ones where no one else is even using it or something like that. It's just
Yeah.
not there.
Usually, I have pretty good luck with Dr. CF. Anyway, let's get to the actual work stuff. So, yesterday we made a test for the platforms, and everything bugged out wonderfully, and my son Seth thought that that was the funniest thing ever.
He's so supportive.
Yeah, he loves when things break. It's awful. It's fine. I laugh at other people's games too, so I guess it's karma. Are we? Okay. I don't know what that was about. Alright. I was gonna make it so it didn't hide the mouse, because I get confused, but I didn't do that. Anyway, we had some bugs yesterday. These platforms were acting up, so let me show you guys that those are fixed. Please believe me. And I uploaded everything that we were working on yesterday, right before the stream. So if you're in the beta, that's Kitten Caboodle is the password, one word. If you have Super Fancy Pants on Steam, you can check that out now and play everything that we've made up until now, obviously. Whoa, high output. It should be louder than before, but I checked a few other streams. We should be around the same volume as the other streams. Are we too loud? Let me know. We need to call this the nap time stream. The only time we get to do this is because all the kids should be napping. They're not. They're not napping. Alright. So first things first. Yesterday we had some wonderful bugs, which is the magic of live streaming. You get to see us sports and all. And I don't know how deep you guys want me to go with the actual, like, development stuff, but what was happening, I had to add corners to the platforms, really just for the basketball goal, and the golf, helps there too. But for the double-sided platforms, if the ball, is falling in between them, it needs to hit the corner of it as a point. And when you're just using numbers, the actual corner doesn't really care what angle you're coming at it from. So if you'd be going fast enough and hit the corner, you would be acting like a point and bounce it back at I don't even know how to explain it. It would be at a really weird angle. Let's see, actually, I have a thing right in front of me. So here's your, your platform be right here. And then I would code each point as basically like that. So the ball would hit something like that, right? And then, let me turn this down a bit, it's large. But then, if it's hitting here, you want it to bounce and treat that like an actual point. So what it was doing is coming at it like from here and then going that way. Alright, so I just went through, measured, compared the angles and said if it's a bizarre angle compared to how the platform is, then just ignore it. So it seems to be working pretty well for now. And then, the spinning character, that was fun. Seth loved that, honey. I think you saw that later.
What did he love?
Fancy Man would get stuck on the platform and he would just spin. And Seth thought that was the funniest thing ever.
Seth doesn't really like that.
Yeah. Spin, spin, spin. It's like, this is more relevant to my interests. And that was, as the platforms were turning, they would just keep increasing their rotation. So I was saving that separately instead of having it like flash or animate or air or whatever automatically resets it. So it stays at like 180, the negative 180, and then it loops back around. But if I save that myself, it just keeps going. So I had to go through and tell it to, if it was over whatever that the radian was, it's like 1.57, to automatically do that.
This is hypnotizing.
Yeah, last time I left, I just kind of let it sit like that. Whenever I'm testing the collision in specific ways, I usually make something like this, just kind of like that perpetual motion machine sort of thing. I had a bunch of squiggles. I'm gonna have to find that test because that was really cool looking. I used to make things like this on the Incredible Machine, if anybody remembers that game. That was on like the original Macintosh. I'm so old. Incredible Machine is timeless. What is it? Is it like Fantastic Contraptions now? There's a game like it. It's should be such a good mobile game, but I don't know if they have the actual one out there. Alright, so we have this, and so now we have to solve development, design issues, right? So we have this thing. So how do we have the player, basically need to push it into this thing and not be able to just knock it up there. So we have some platforms that feel more like cheating to me, so I don't know how much I want to use those, that will let the ball pass and not the player, or the player pass and not the ball, have both of them. But that's not nearly as much fun. So Jenna, how's the chat doing while I sit and draw some level?
Your boy is upset with YouTube.
Oh no.
Twitter is bad.
Twitter's terrible.
And Fancy Sharky asked everyone what's up. And everyone's just like, nope, but they're talking about something else.
So nobody's up. That's sad.
Apparently nobody's up.
It's a beautiful Saturday, guys. You should be outside. What are you even doing here?
Really, bro?
If you're gonna be here, you need to at least
Can't I go outside?
talk to it. No, you're trapped. You're trapped. You're gonna stay in this house until you play Breath of the Wild again, young lady.
I played Breath of the Wild.
When? When's the last time?
My problem is I don't do what I'm supposed to. I'm just like, I'm gonna go climb.
I know, we
the cliff.
tweeted your shenanigans.
And every
it was
single
fantastic.
time I get so like high on the cliffs and all this other stuff, it starts raining.
And every time I get so high, it starts
Alright,
raining.
Literally, it starts raining.
Jenna's eating broccoli. She's getting more dressing for her broccoli. Guys, this is live and raw. And of course, we welcome any feedback on the actual format of this. If you find it boring to just watch me draw, or you want Fairly to stop eating broccoli.
My broccoli's delicious. I will leave the room.
It's the only way I could get her to sit and
I
talk.
need my food.
Load her up on broccoli. My little bunny rabbit.
Tried cheese with that. I've tried cheese with broccoli, but this is raw broccoli.
Yeah.
So I have to use ranch dressing.
It's like me and black coffee. Like I'm too lazy to, you know, put anything in the coffee. Fairly's too lazy to. Oh, let's do this, because that is
what are you actually
mesmerizing.
working on?
There we go. Now we have both.
Fancy Sharky's bragging.
I have so many monitors. Sorry for my. Wait,
Yes,
oh.
you got a new chair and headphones.
I did too. Well, I have no. My headphones are kind of old now. I forget. I was
They're
like,
not new.
what?
They're new enough.
They're new enough. I'm just like, man, these headphones are so good, and I'm so glad I got them, and they're so new. And realized it was like 6 years ago when I got them. I think they were for Christmas.
Don't apologize for your English. It's not like the people that speak English actually speak it well anyway.
No, especially me. That's honestly one of the reasons I wanted to start doing live streams, because I want to get better at talking about the games and talking to people. Yep. Did I change this? I gotta set this back. Oh no, it's really wrong.
Oh, someone's lonely on
I have to go
Splatoon Salmon Run.
Oh, dude, I'll play some Salmon Run.
You're working.
Oh no, I can't, because I wanted to keep it
my
not
lord.
upgraded. Wait a minute, I can't play Splatoon right now.
yeah.
I just realized.
Someone's asking about the Roman remix on the phone crashing.
Yeah, it's fixed, but we need to do some more Q&A so that we don't break everything else. Congregate is very strict about that, because they know I like to break things.
This is true.
So they're going
Where
to...
our kids get it from.
Yep. No, they break real things. I break code. Why is this not
When
setting?
you were a child, that's their next step.
I fixed things when I was a child. Fairly won't believe me. I tell her I fix things, I don't break them. Save. Replace. There we go. Alright, sorry guys, I had to change my path back. When I was working on the code. There are game executables everywhere.
Someone wants to do a Splatoon stream from Brad.
So I've been trying to hold off on updating my system because I really want homebrew on it because I'm a terrible person. I don't know, I think as a developer I'm very obsessed with seeing what people can do with devices when they are left to their, own devices. And I haven't gotten any new games recently. So we'll see. I'm probably gonna get that itch for some Salmon Run.
Brad, you're being shamed by waffles.
I hate waffles.
You love waffles.
Oh, not anymore. I did.
Depends. Are you
Long ago.
Are you an Eggo waffle or are you a Belgian waffle?
Oh, Eggo waffles are like the boxed Rice Krispie treats of waffles. We can't be having any of that. It's gross.
Or you don't want a Rice Krispie treat.
A boxed one or a real one?
Just a Rice Krispie. We don't have either, so it doesn't matter.
We have a ton of.
Oh,
I mean, we don't have either.
Okay, the smaller
Don't eat
ones
them.
are not as bad as the big ones. The larger ones aren't
Said
that
no
good,
one
but
ever.
the small, square ones are not half bad.
Really? I mean, the kids like them, but then again, they only like what color the packaging is.
That's true.
Like,
Orange,
yeah.
blue. They just say orange treat.
Our 3-year-old is like, that one, and I pick up a green one. He's like, no, not that one. I like orange.
It's his favorite color.
Yeah, that's my favorite
Green
color.
is
It's pretty great.
favorite color.
Yeah, well, they know because whenever they get on the stream, they start fighting over the pants colors.
If Fancy Pants was using an ink brush instead of a pen.
That's kind of the next, like a paintbrush, right? Wouldn't that be more of a... I don't know. It's that escalation from the Dark Knight, right? And then you're gonna be using a pen, and then a marker,
Dynamo roller
and then a Sharpie. Oh, that thing's too slow. The only roller I could even get into was the carbon roller.
Which one do you use?
The carbon roller. I was using the carbon roller.
Okay, you're talking about Splatoon.
Yes.
Okay,
Splatoon.
just making
No,
sure.
honey, this is real life. This is when I go down the street whapping neighbors with paint rollers.
Well, I don't know what to do when I'm sleeping.
Jenna's like, I don't care as long as my kitchen gets painted.
I wonder if that would be more or less effective.
Depends on if you count the cleanup.
There you go. You want to live stream live Splatoon? Just go paint the living room.
That'd be awful. I'm sure there's got to be like people do the like first person Bond in real life, the GoldenEye in real life or whatever. There's got to be like Splatoon in real life, right? And not just with like
Only if they use real squids.
Yeah. Do love me some calamari.
I like the Kraken. The Kraken? I
Like-
think I said it wrong.
Oh, the crack
Sure.
on.
The
Crack
crack
on.
on.
I mean, it's probably supposed to be
Sorry,
Kraken, but
Kraken.
I've only seen
When will
crack
you
on.
update Fancy Box 2 Action Script 3.0?
Okay, so
Oh, there's a game brand in the Crack Con is a brand in the game.
yeah, no, Kraken is one of the styles. It's a lot like The World Ends With You. You probably that's one of Fairly's favorite games. So.
I love that game. They're releasing it. Are they doing? No, they're releasing
They're
it.
doing a well. They did a mobile like re-release. Well, no. Listen. They did a mobile. They did a mobile re-release. Added some extra content, and they're bringing that to the Switch.
That's what I heard. Oh wait,
Yes.
I sent that to you, didn't I?
I was watching the.
I'm pretty sure I
Nintendo Direct.
sent it to you when I found it.
Yeah, maybe. I
Where did
think.
read that?
Well, no, I sent that to you. Don't give me that. Bad
No, I'm
Fairly.
pretty sure I sent it to you.
Bad Fairly.
No, Kami's Con is right?
Yeah, the HD version.
I want that.
I'm sure you do. She does. That's
Wait,
spoilers.
I love Okami.
You need to play that with the kids.
So Waffle says he thinks he sent it to both of you.
I don't
It's
know.
a 2%
I was.
feeling, so there's a 2% milk.
I mean, I was
right?
watching that Nintendo Direct, so Nintendo sent it to me.
I think I was like out of the house.
Yeah, you were doing something.
Wow.
Something way more important than video games and Dark Souls reveals. Psh, nothing's more important than Dark Souls reveals.
What do you get? What's your favorite track in World 4?
Oh, I said that last stream. It's the no, one of the in Squigglesville Plains. It's like E or so. The one that starts with the mushy platforms and the inkboard failsafe. I don't know why. There's just simplicity to that one. There's a lot of looping around and
Brad is a very simple person.
yeah, I'm simple-minded. Because they were asking me about that before, like what level set was the easiest to do, and I said it was the Squigglesville Plains, because that's the most like a
There's
throwback to the older ones.
Rutabaga
There is a Rutabaga.
chat.
Why?
Is this going to be a fancy Rube Goldberg machine?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. I always say I'm obsessed with pinball machines and
the
things like
merman.
that.
And there's a merman. Oh wait, no. It's an Ellie Gamerman. I totally read Ellie Gut Merman.
Bad. Like crack
It doesn't
on.
even make sense.
Nothing
And
makes
a
sense
drop
anymore.
folder. Ever think about bringing back one of the baddies from World 3? Are you working on the switchboard? What's y'all's favorite pants in the World Series? I like the plaid ones from console.
I feel like we need a list of banned questions just because I've answered those a million times.
Man.
Well, from World 3, I mean, Rainbow Beard came back. I don't know what else you really want from World
the
3.
rest from World 3. Oh, the crabs.
Oh, like the other ones. I like the ducks. I don't think
The
they're ever
ducks.
programmed well, but like when they were first, they just kind of
Oh, the frog. Wait, did you frog?
frogs. Yeah, frogs, ducks, crabs. Yeah, I'd like to. The ducks are probably my favorite. I think when I first put them in, they were just extremely fast and saw you way off screen. So you'd just be playing, and one would just come barreling out of nowhere, and I was laughing hysterically at that.
Now everyone's talking about pants.
And they should be.
Spoilers, guys. Brad is wearing shorts.
That's kind of personal. Jeez. She's fairly. Sheesh. Alright, guys, so. Alright, how do we get. We want the player to be able to go up here, right? And the shell to not be able to go this way. So the easy thing to do would just be stick a. Oh, do I not have a.
Zachary Gordon wants to know how far does the story span out, even though you might not want to say, but he's gonna ask anyway.
I mean, I kind of have an idea where it's going. It's not. It's all the, like, details. What?
Here, boy, I just took a shower for like 7 minutes. What did I miss?
Being dry.
That's, well, I mean, I would hope he's dry now.
Yeah, he missed it. And now he's catching up on being dry.
This is the most confusing conversation.
I like confusing my
Frogs are the
life.
most common enemy I run into. Frogs
In
are
real
toads.
life? those. I tried to explain that to the kids. It's like a turtle and a tortoise, and they're just like... Sometimes they get really obsessed about the differences. Like, Daddy, I think that's a tortoise.
Isn't like frogs have or brighter colors and like
Yeah, usually. I think toads are the more bumpy ones.
toads are big.
Frogs are like those little sticky-footed green, bright green things.
Tree frogs.
Yeah, well, tree frogs. Most of them kind of look like
Do
that.
you have a favorite Fancy Pants level?
I don't know. I'd still maybe the first one just because of the simplicity. Again.
Told ya he likes simplicity.
Yeah, it's well. Okay,
I don't know how to take that.
You
since
can-
you married me.
you're a very simple person.
I'm a very complex person.
Oh yeah, you are,
At
honey.
least that's what I tell myself.
You're so complicated.
As I eat my broccoli with my dressing.
So hard to please with her broccoli. So as a developer, the biggest challenge is making something, as approachable as possible, with as much depth as possible. And are you being snarky up there?
No, I was answering a genuine question from your boy.
Oh, well, in that case,
When I could answer. Because nobody wants to know anything about me.
no.
Everyone's like, Brad, what's your favorite pants color? Brad, what's your favorite this? Brad. Just like your life. It's like this is
because
your
of
life.
yeah, because it's not my channel, my game or anything. But as a developer, the most difficult problems to solve are keeping something accessible with depth. A lot of people I think that's sort of a problem in indie games right now. Or are we? Oh, because I turned that toolbar off. There we
I was
go.
wondering if anyone's going to ask about that.
That's on the list of they're gonna ask about it 300 times. But are we? Did I?
I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce some of these names. When working on the story and planning out how things will go later on, do you ever see it as changing a lot in terms of how it feels, or will it always still feel like a classic Fancy Pants game?
Well, I think that World 3 and Super feel extremely different from one another.
I think people agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. But again, it's always hard to tell what's just, very... I'm trying to get this to actually fit the screen better. Is that doing that? Yeah, this is weird. Anyway, it's hard to tell what's more like subtle things that only I notice. Because people just say, oh, this feels better, and not really get so much like why it feels better. Are we Letterboxd? Okay, the stupid live preview up here is showing a Letterboxd, so I started fiddling with the settings, but it looks like we're okay. Stupid preview.
I have no idea what's going on.
I want to
Engine
mess...
feels amazing. There you go.
Well, thank you. So that's what Super was about, like getting the movement, the animation, all that right. So the next game I want to shake up the actual, what would you say, the like structure of the levels. It's always how do we get people, because you can run through the game very quickly, and that's great when you're trying to speedrun it, but I like, I want to give people more content as they're playing through, like more things to do. And being able to... Are kids being mad again? Probably.
I heard cat.
I heard a bad
They
child.
said, someone says I feel 3 is more freeform and 4 is more streamlined control-wise.
Yes. So that was the focus for Super, and coming from that, we're going to go back to, adding kind of piece to piece. I had a rule where I wasn't going to add anything to the game unless it supported the main, core of the game. I always say core of the game. The very essence of Fancy Pants. I gotta think of more ways to say that. Sorry, guys.
Love kick? I don't know what that is. Love bump. I don't even know
Love
what
kick.
Mr. Video is even talking about. I don't know if he's talking about violence as an expression of love or...
Yeah. I mean,
I think he means
like
love punch. That's what it is.
Love punch.
Is that a drink or a physical act?
It's the millennial Hawaiian punch.
Zachary says, I feel personally maybe there should be more levels built around like speed. Maybe add a level that's just simple but super huge, built around gaining speeds like never before. Fancy Master's just confused.
Yeah, so I can kind of start talking about what I've been thinking about with the next game, right? We were discussing this. I can bounce some ideas off of you. Usually I'm doing them fairly I don't know if she's gonna not feel special anymore if I do that.
About what?
Can we talk to the chat, honey, about future ideas and whatnot? Or are you gonna not feel special anymore? She's like, I don't feel special.
I write dialogue and stuff like that.
I'm gonna have the chat write the dialogue too. So.
If you do that, I will.
There we go. But I'm thinking of ways to have players run through the levels, you know, again, without it becoming repetitive. So how do we do that? How do we have either new paths, or like in, you know, World 3, you were exploring different paths. But what if we keep the smaller level structure of Super, or World 4, you know, and then, that's too small. What if we keep that structure, but then have branching paths from there, and then have the player able to go from, you know, the top left path, and then kind of circle down, and then come out the bottom left path, you know, and then go that way. So make these. I'm thinking like of what is it, Burnout Paradise? How you have this more open map. Fancy Pants is an open world game. I guess more like Metroidvania-esque. And have this more open map, and then have the, you know, the game give the player these evolving goals to be able to run through different ways. Jenna has awakened the Kraken.
Do you plan to do the artist stuff again in World 5? So then someone said, do you like playing around the game?
Let's see. Alright, so let's...
Someone is encouraging you to stab me in the back because it would give so much pain. I like Zachary Gordon. I don't like you anymore. You keep talking to Bob.
Oh no. Alright, so you gotta keep me on track, Jenna. You gotta...
Wait, what am I supposed to do?
One question at a time. Keep me on track, because I love to just rant on about everything.
Well,
so what's the first question there?
Norris has a question. Do you have plans to do the artist stuff again in World 5?
I really want to work with Chris again, because he is local, and I can actually sit and talk to him in person about stuff.
I like Chris too.
Yeah, and Chris's art, everyone says, you know, the pirate stuff, most of Downwards, like the good-looking stuff, the later purpley stuff. You know, that's more his design.
I said I feel like you two, you all seem to have a connection that arts like should look.
Yeah, I think if you look at his stuff, we have a pretty similar, like his art, I would say, is similar to mine, but just way better. You know.
He's really good.
I love, yeah, all his stuff, even the little things he posts on Facebook about like shirt designs and things. It's really good stuff.
No, he does.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
I don't keep up. There's too many of these goofy things.
Yeah, I have to do it.
So what do you think? Okay, guys, this is like the, as we're making a level, we come up with different things, right? So if I leave that open there, I think this is actually kind of interesting. Let's throw the shell down here, right, to get it up there, because we can't put it through that platform. And now if I don't do anything, then it just comes down. So I like the idea of sending the shell somewhere and then having to set the character up to deal with it after doing that.
Your brother wants to know if
it might have to eventually.
If you have fun while playing the game.
Yeah, okay, is that the next question? You have to, let's get some structure. So next question, yeah, I still enjoy playing it. Like, that's why I just felt way better about this game than the other ones, because, like, World 3 I was sick of by the end of it. And 2, I thought was going to be, like, it was bigger, it was better and all, but, yeah, I was tired of playing it, honestly. I still think this one's fun, and if I go and start making new things like this, like, I enjoy making new levels because then I have new stuff to play. And you guys, join the beta, make some custom levels if you have Animate or Flash, I think that'll work. And send me the levels and I will play them live on the stream, because I think that'd be a lot of fun. Because I still enjoy, I still enjoy playing the game. I say the game, Fancy Pants is sort of this, like, fan service to myself, basically. So it is, if somebody made a platformer just like this, that, you know, played really well, I would love it. That's why, even though I'm insanely jealous of all the attention it got, I'll probably still have to go play Celeste, because it's, you know, it shares some of the movement-based, you know, difficulty, but with a story instead of more the arcadey approach like Super Meat Boy. Let's see. World 5, Super Fans Pants Maker. That's it. It's just gonna be like a DLC custom level pack from a bunch of people. No, I'd like to know what you guys think of if I were to get enough custom levels, if I should include them in, you know, in the main Steam release, or if that would be cheating. Have like, you know, a section in the arcade for custom level, like community levels.
Someone asked if FPA will be on Xbox.
We're shuffling around behind the scenes, slowly but surely.
Who's it? Someone asked me, does Brad ever come up to you with ideas and you're like, nah, or does everything... Have I ever argued with you about an idea you've had?
Yeah, usually.
Usually.
All the time.
I'm such a supportive
Well, we're both very naturally like devil's advocate-y, and it drives fairly nuts when I start doing that.
Yeah, because sometimes I just want your opinion, not...
No, you want me to be like, that's amazing, Jenna. Keep at it. No, I do the same thing. You go and you're like, you want to hear what's good about your idea, right? But over the years, I think I've started to learn that the criticism's the more useful. You know, when someone says, okay, well that can work, but have you thought of this? Have you thought of this? And that's, you know, I've learned to do that in my own head. And so when somebody comes, you know, has an idea about anything, it's always, have you thought of this? How are you gonna deal with this or that? You know, there's just solving problems over and over and over again. So what was even the question?
It was,
do you ever shoot anything down?
I have. I think,
Yeah.
or I've told him I prefer like the way he did something the time before if he adjusts it. And most of the time it's like I'm not...
I do a lot of A/B testing, which I'm like, well, do you like it better now or before? Or Cutie. So I think the thing that you were most critical of, that I redid over and over because of your feedback, was when I was working on Cutie Pants, and it was her run cycle, because I was trying to make it kind of girly, but I don't, you know, her character is obviously a lot more than that. And Jenna's like, a girl wouldn't do that. Girl, you can't run like that in a dress. You know, it's like the Bayonetta in high heels thing, where you're like, hey, that's how a woman would walk in high heels. You know, so clearly the animators studied that very specifically. It's just something that as a guy we're not gonna know, you know, we're not gonna understand.
Yeah, I was actually pretty critical of what he... But like, Cutie Pants was one of the first characters you really did outside of Experience Marriage.
Yeah.
I was like there for the first testing on World 1, but I had to have... I mean, we weren't dating.
And everything was terrible then, so there was no point in criticizing any of it.
I was just like, oh, hey, this is cool.
Yeah. Hi, Norris.
It says your lab has a controller in it. What is going on?
It doesn't have a cat in it. Say hi. Norris gets, like, camera shy. There you go. Jenna has a way of squeezing Norris.
That sounds so horrible.
With love.
No.
He just loves Jenna.
He's purring.
Alright, we'll put him in your lap or something. There it is. Goofy cat. Will there be a World 2 remix? Probably not.
When did you rename World 3? I said
What? I'll probably do... Alright, one at a time. Stop reading those questions. You're so bad. I want to put some of the World 2 levels in the arcade, in Super. I don't think I would do the whole thing. The most difficult, like, porting part is all the unique aspects of the game. You know, the bosses, the, like, events. I don't think World 2 really has a lot of those. I don't know, I mean, I guess it is possible. It'd be easier to do than 3. It would... Probably the hardest part of that would be going through all the levels and making sure that the physics don't mess anything up, like that you can't skip sections that I really don't want you to.
He just repeated his question.
I tell him if I miss it, keep going,
When
but
did you rename World 4 to Super Asset?
at least Fairly's. So Fairly's gonna, like, take note of the questions.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching him, guys. I just occasionally have to get up to...
Tell the kids to go to sleep.
Because my...
What am I doing?
Nathan is,
They don't want to go to sleep. They hate it. They hate nap
They
time.
probably hear us talking and they're like, what's going on?
They shouldn't. That's why I put an air filter in there, so they couldn't hear me talking. Alright, let's try that.
Okay, so why did you rename it?
Stop. Go to sleep. Internet, tell him to go to sleep. He's telling on his brothers. They learn pretty quickly that if they're not telling on their brothers, they're gonna get in trouble. Because then we're gonna think it's them too. Oops. Anyway, where were we? Super. So, go to sleep. Nice. Thank you, guys. They don't listen to me anymore. They're just completely, like, blind to me telling them to do anything. They're like, yeah, but I don't want to. You're just my father. That was a decision that I discussed with Congregate, because it's about how they can pitch the game. You know, we're making the trailer and we're trying to quickly, because the name of the game is the first thing that people are going to see, and it's what needs to most quickly convey, the tone of the game, how it's connected to previous series, or if it's much bigger than previous series.
So, did you see the question from Zachary Gordon that says, does this mean SFPA is a new section of the story?
Right,
so,
yeah.
Like, World 1 and 3 is a thing now.
Yeah, so even when I was still calling it World 4, it was always thought of as the beginning of a new plot. So the next one's going to be like Chapter 2. So I'm saying World 5, but that's going to be Super Chapter 2. Because, obviously this game ends in a cliffhanger, and so the next game's going to pick up where that left off and hopefully shake up. Again, it depends on kind of how development goes with it, and how much time I have to work on it, and how much help and all that. But it's going to try to shake up the level structure and the all the peripheral gameplay, how the bad guys react, and that's why, it's any feedback you guys have on if you like the combat, if you want to see it expanded, if you want to see, if you don't like how you can't just, speed run through the ink enemies compared to the normal enemies, which I've been hearing a bit of, like that's all good feedback, and that's going to kind of shape how World 5 goes.
What you're doing.
I am talking mostly. Yeah, I think right now I'm mostly just kind of answering questions, but we have the little thing there, and I am...
Since World 5 is going to be called SFPA 2, then.
It would be SFPA Chapter 2. Maybe 2... That's...
Super fancy.
Super
fancier.
Super fancier. Too fast, too fancy. Too super, too fancy. That's what it's going to be. That joke will never get old.
For being late.
Who? What? Who?
Him?
Oh, yeah. He's been trying to get me to pronounce his name. Maybe I'll let you try.
Does he know IPA? Because if he can tell me the IPA pronunciation.
Oh yeah, but isn't that cheating? That sounds too easy.
That's not cheating. It's basically like we're just reading a different language.
He told me to look it up on the translation, how to tell me. But look, I gotta say, I have this like, especially when growing up, I have this paranoia. I'm getting personal here. I had this paranoia of getting things wrong, and so that makes me like really nervous to just try to pronounce something in someone else's language. Especially live, that's being recorded.
I love this. I decided to look up Ugem and it's giving me a whole readout. Apparently,
yeah, what's the pronunciation?
The name of
Help me out,
Ugem
Fairly.
has made you practical, systematic, and thorough.
There you go. All right.
Encourages the expression of leadership and organizational skills, shrewdness, and analytical ability.
There will be a test.
Adept. I don't know. It's not giving me pronunciation, but it's telling you all about it.
Is this on Google Translate, or are you just looking this? No, you have to type in translate to English, and then it'll tell you how to pronounce it.
Well, yeah, but I thought it was funny.
Okay, well that's, as long as it's funny.
I mean, it's giving. I'm wondering how.
First things first, guys.
How difficult is it to
pronounce? I don't know, Jenna. Can you get the English good? Can you pronounce the English and then maybe get to the Portuguese?
I can't do it because. How am I don't know. Wait, is he Portuguese?
That's what he said, right? Am I getting that wrong? Did I forget? This is gonna be the Lagoon stream. You can get up there. I don't need that box. That's fine. So right now I'm just kind of measuring out how fast the shell goes up there, and so what I'm thinking about is what I would be doing as a player, right? So we get the, the shell comes up here, I'm up here ready, and then like where do I want to hit it? Do I want to get caught up there? Do I want to try to knock it that way? Like what would be the most fun goal? So I'm just thinking about the level as like micro goals. what I'm doing from like point to point.
Translate. It does nothing.
Jenna's having a lot of trouble with the grade. I've lost her for the rest of
You
the
said
stream.
translate it, and it's like.
No, I said he wanted me to. I didn't say you should.
But it doesn't. It's just like this is not. There is no translation. It's just like Portuguese, English. Nope.
Let's think. What if I put it like, I haven't tried most of the player blockers. What if I actually block the player and you have to wait for it? I mean, I guess...
Sound button on the translation.
No, don't do that.
I can't.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Oh, luego.
What?
It pronounced luego.
Luego?
It says it's luego translation.
Is that right?
I was trying to... No, it's luego.
Luego?
Is it luego?
Stop spamming. Who's spamming?
Or him. Wait.
Oh, Paradox.
Wait. G.
Only Android, please.
Does
That's
it
not
translate?
nice.
Does Portuguese translate like Spanish does?
I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody.
I know.
I hate saying stuff like that. Just tell us if we got it right or not, man. Wait, that's not an only.
Oh,
Dang it.
God.
I guess I could just do a not a one way. Nah,
Oh my
I
god,
don't think
he's having like a connect. He's like, oh my god, stop it.
Who? What? It's not right?
He's like, you're not supposed to translate. You're not supposed to do it this way. I wasn't on the chat. I was on a different page.
Brad, how does it feel to think about all those games you've made?
The English voice pronounces it right. So is it pronounced sort of like the word luego?
Jenna, I'm trying to talk to the chat here.
Yeah, but
I'm renaming the
I can't
stream.
put...
Anyway, it's interesting. After enough time passes, then I can start to look at the older games like a new player would.
I'm
What?
sorry.
Oh my god.
Someone's named Jesus Daniel, but I read it as Jesus Daniel.
Oh, Daniel.
He's just going Android.
Yeah. Android.
It's Lugum. No, it's not, because that's how I... Lugum. So,
Oh, Lugum.
Lugim? Okay,
Lugim.
guys. This
Like
is
Lud Jim?
Lugim.
We're Southerners. We say Lud Jim.
Lugim?
Or like Lujim.
So,
Like a soft
luego.
Lugim.
So, the G is pronounced like a DJ.
I'm gonna pull this up on the stream. Go to translate. Anyway, what do we do?
Stop looking at me, Norris. You're creeping me out.
But after enough, so last question. Jenna.
Lugim. What? Jim is lewd.
You need to keep us on track.
Nobody's asking questions. Everyone's trying
He
to pronounce his
literally,
name.
you just missed it, and I started answering it, and then you completely. Guys, this is real life here. This is
Fine.
how real
How
life
does it
is.
feel to think about all those games you've made?
I've already read that question.
Someone's talking
You were
about
busy.
spamming.
So I was like playing Mirror's Edge 2G. I guess probably like a year ago, but it had been long enough where I could actually just kind of sit and pay attention to the music and pay attention to the art instead of thinking about how everything works. And it's I don't know, it's really nice to be able to actually play the game as like a new player would and not analyze it. And so it's a different way to appreciate it. Like, you know, when I'm working on it, I'm like, you know, all these problems that I solved, everyone needs to appreciate this and understand that this was hard to pull off. But then, you know, after, and I can just play it, and it's like, okay, well, you know, what people are actually seeing is that, like, the art and the music is very, now are you just chatting about it now?
No, someone asked if it was
Okay,
coming to
I'm back.
Android.
Good. Alright, back with us here, please.
Where did it come from?
Where did what come from?
FPA. What's used to draw.
I made
Mason
it.
Master just asked, where did FPA come from?
Like the name? I wanted to make a game with a stick figure, and I did. Because
And then-
Newgrounds is awesome.
And then,
That's really it.
Manichitos.
I always
Hey,
loved,
Brad, what do you used to draw?
I have a Wacom 23-inch. It's a really old one. It's thoroughly outdated and it barely works on Windows, so that's garbage over there. Or Windows is garbage. Windows 10 is garbage.
Ludgem?
Oh my god. Stop it.
He's
I'm banning you,
telling me
Jenna.
how to do this.
Can you ban?
Ludgem?
Yes,
Ludgem.
we tried that already. We tried it.
No,
Stop it.
I actually pronounced
Jenna.
it different because I was pronouncing
Jenna.
it.
Jenna, seriously.
Okay.
Seriously. You mean figure out after the chat? Y'all can go in
He thought it
Discord.
sounded like a superhero.
Is that you pulled that up? Yeah, that's what. So my cousin said that. I'm gonna have to have them on. We're gonna have to like go play some old video games that like we grew up on together. We need to. I need to get Gordon on. And we need to play like the Turtles in Time, like old stuff we used to play. Spanky's Quest, so
I'm gonna
good.
have to leave the house.
Yeah, because we're just gonna be laughing hysterically at each other.
I don't know why y'all think
That's gonna
that
make
was
for a
funny.
good stream because we are, obviously. We're funnier than Vine. I think is it. We can. It's somewhere between YouTube and Vine. We're better than that. But one of his friends just had on some really goofy pants, and he said, "Oh, you're Mr. Fancy Pants Man," or something like that. And I was like, "Yeah, it sounds like a superhero." And that was it. It was really. I kind of have a thing where like the better something sounds on paper, the more boring it's gonna be when you actually make it, because it's like predictable and standard. All right, where do we go from here, guys? So I want the ball to hit here, right? And then I'm gonna knock it over somewhere. Should it go up there? Should it get into? Should it be held? What do you think? That's gonna be pretty difficult to actually get to stop. I guess I can put a wall up there. Can you put a wall up there, maybe? What do y'all think?
They're still stuck on.
Oh my god. All right,
There we go.
moving
So
on.
like an upwards level. Fantasy Master's still on track. He
Yeah,
is
so we're
on
going
it.
upwards. So I'm gonna put, since I was kind of talking about the differences between the collision before, if you have, I'll show you what happens if we just use that like as a wall. Oh, what am I pressing? Control, lovely. Can I even get up there? Yeah, maybe, we'll see.
Waffle says make 2 separate paths, one up from the left wall and one up from the platform.
On the platform, okay.
And then Eli
Why not?
Hammerman also says try a wall.
Let's do it.
Goes up to the right and hits a spring. They want the snail shells to
So,
bounce
yeah,
off.
I think they did that in World 3. So this is what happens if you use the ground as a wall. It's like, yeah, you're on the ground, so here you go. And World, was it 3 where you used to slide back down? I think I just was like, yeah, whatever. You can walk slowly. Because people wouldn't, I wanted them to like walk backwards and gain more speed, and they would never do that. They would just like sit there and then, oh, that was beautiful. We did a flip.
So
Look,
let's
guys,
see
the
if
wall
levels
flip's back.
be timed.
Nah, we might do for high score, but I'm not gonna. My favorite's always the medals, because I feel like you get something for getting better.
Everybody really liked your flip.
That was beautiful.
I missed it.
That's because our kids are bad. Let's see if we can get it again. Come on, Fancy.
So would you make
Show
more
them.
Fancy Pants games?
Well, yeah, I mean, World 5.
No, we're just gonna end on Korea.
Yeah,
Figure it out.
all done. Sorry, guys. Fancy Man's Man is gone forever.
15-minute stream for now. Have we really been streaming for 15 minutes? I don't
50?
believe-
Yeah,
I guess
probably.
We have been.
Yeah,
Right.
it's been a while.
Okay.
Jenny keeps
I was
forgetting. She
still
keeps
up
telling me
for
to go to
the
sleep.
idea of hidden journal entry showing you info.
Yep.
Did you mention that?
I mentioned adding collectibles. Maybe we said that on Discord?
I might.
We need to do that. I think I might have mentioned that. So the next update is going to be about adding golf levels, right? And then I want to add just more reasons for people to go back through the levels. So there's so many little hidden nooks and crannies in the levels that I kind of plan to have something, but we never had any other. Like the challenge doors themselves are made to be found. We never had other trophies or collectibles or anything. So I want to add some journal entries and then have half of the golf levels already open and then do another half that you get like pirate tokens for, pirate doubloons that act as like arcade tokens, even though that's not really how tokens work, but whatever. So there we go. So we use a real wall, right? And I actually made him stay in the like cycle for a bit longer, so it looks like he's kind of walking up, but it's really just the runoff of a ledge jump animation. It doesn't look. It's not as good. Just golf. I mean, well, once we hit, I need to get the volleyball onto the retail branch, on the release branch from beta. So that update's gonna be first. We'll have that. We'll have all the bug fixes hit the release branch. So that'll not be beta.
Do you want to do other games like Mirror's Edge 2D?
I had, like, there's a few ideas I have that I'd like to try some new things. I mean, clearly there's a certain type of game that I like, so, you know, in some ways I'm taking things that I liked from Mirror's Edge and putting them in Fancy Pants. One of the challenge levels is ME2D inspired. It looks kind of like you're jumping from building to building, which I always thought was fun in that game. But I mean, yeah, that was like freelance for me. That was how to make money in between game releases, and Flash marketing is just kind of gone now. Can we get that up there? Let's see if we can hit that high enough. Down there. So what I think I might do, I'm not sure if I will yet, but I've been looking at the, and everyone wants free games, right? I've been looking at the free section on iOS, and some of the top games on the free section are actually really good. Like, they're really clever. They solve some really good problems and have really good like player feedback. The knife thrower one I think is pretty brilliant, and I might try my hand at making something like that, just something smaller, just to kind of take a break from the larger, grueling game development. You know, still kind of personalize it, maybe a lot of, you know, hand-done animations, but you know, I wouldn't have to worry about performance, I wouldn't have to worry about memory or loading or just anything crazy like that, and make something free and ad-supported and just see how that works.
You're asking about fancy snowboarding on Android.
So fancy snowboarding is in AS2. In order to get it running in Air, I need to make it in AS3. I don't think that would be difficult because it shares a lot of the same type of code with Fancy Pants. It's its own thing, it's not running on the same engine. But if I put that on Android, I'm going to have to update. I don't even think it runs on iOS anymore, which is just wonderful. Thanks, Apple.
What was the whole thing behind the art style for SFA? You could clearly see that it started with the same art as World 3, then suddenly changed.
Right, and that's the idea behind it. The theme of the game is that change is scary. I don't know if I've really... I know I've mentioned that a few times, but I haven't gone really into the idea of it, or why it's like that, maybe. Because I always thought, you know, Fancy Pants has this kind of deeper meaning to me of like standing out as a way to kind of cope with, you know, the angsty teen part of life. You know, I said it on a few videos, like the only thing that you are going to be better than everyone else at is being yourself. So, you know, something personalized, something that's you know, unashamedly being you. And that might show up more in World 5, but, you know, that's a separate story from this. So for the art style, the theme was that change is scary, right? Because it's terrifying and I hate it. And being a Flash developer, I was feeling a lot of stupid change in how I had to make things and how, you know, where I put games. And even the structure of the game, the levels are a bit shorter to kind of deal with being on mobile. There's a lot more checkpoints. And while I'm making the game, I started thinking about that and how to reflect that in the world. And I was talking about in last stream that I wanted the design of the levels to reflect a story instead of just being this is how the levels are. The levels are this way because, and so they were abstract because of the rain. The rain did a soft reboot, and hey, you know, reboots are the big thing right now. So we did a soft reboot of the world, and then the rain destroyed half of everything. And so everything has this gooey look to it, and this more abstracted, winding, twisty look. Because it is all just a drawing, and the drawing is melting.
How's it? Fancy says report 2 showed a more World 3-ish style and 0 to see what orders have been changed.
I'm gonna have to look at that again and even figure that was cool. What do you think, guys? Should the player have to get the ball up there, or is that just kind of too difficult? Because I kind of liked how it bounced up there. I don't think that'd be easy to do.
Now you can never find a good glue to fit the ball.
A good glue? Interesting. Oh, good blue. Blue, not glue. Yeah, I tried a few different colors for the volcano, and just the gray ended up like not clashing because I tried a more like earthy, and I tried bluer for the sky. Yeah, just never look good. I feel like half of my job is just making sure that things don't look terrible. Like I kind of brute force art style. Just I draw something, I'm like, nah, that's bad. I draw something, that's bad. Animate something, you see this one little part where the foot stands out too much, and it kind of clashes with another bit of motion in the animation. What am I doing seems a bit too easy.
Make this one
Sure.
challenging, Brad. Make that right side quicker but harder. So like after the right side, it continues to the right. I always thought it should. Not everyone, but now
So that's what we were talking about. So let's continue that conversation. In the last stream, I was saying, how do we make golf more difficult? Would throwing in spikes completely just mess with everything? Or, you know, would it be fun to try to avoid the spikes as you're going through? Like, would resetting everything just be a complete pain? I think getting some moving platforms in would probably be pretty cool. But at the same time, the golf is probably, you know, it makes use of the more subtle aspects of the game physics, so you have to be pretty well versed in how the game plays before you can even... It ends up being the most difficult part, I think.
Spikes, maybe golf with spikes, but also particles to hit. Okay, that's be cool. And then someone said no caps, don't add spikes.
Fancy Master says spikes are nice.
You guys see why it's difficult for me to make any decisions? Like, because I'm doing the same thing in my head, right? No, spikes would be so terrible. Like, yeah, spikes, that would be super hard and really fun to do. Like, I go through the same thing, so...
That's what kind of games do you like? Platformers, FFS,
So, yeah, platformers, obviously. You know, Super Mario 3 is the greatest game ever made, fight me. Nintendo's been doing pretty well on, you would too.
No.
Over an opinion. Nintendo's been on a roll with like Tropical Freeze, even New Super Mario Bros. U is really good. 3D platformers, Odyssey, Mario 64. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I definitely, you know, just because there's so many first-person shooters, that's probably what I play the most of. You know, Crysis, Halo, all the Halos, obviously. I like Halo. Anything that I can do, like, you know, before we had kids, it was anything that we could play in co-op. So, you know, Halo, the Uncharted co-op things, anything that had split screen, which is a dying art, sadly. That's alright, so let's try to not make this too easy. Let's see if this is even, like, usable, if we do, like, stair sort of things here.
Put a merry-go-round style platform in the middle between the two purple platforms.
A merry-go-round style, like the other one, or what are we talking about? Like the spinny thing that I already have, or something different? What are they asking for?
Now everyone's asking co-op. Like a platform.
Just one that's spinning? Oh, like a seesaw. Oh, I don't have seesaw on this engine. I need to redo that.
Merry-go-round is this.
It spins, yeah.
But it's not a seesaw. It's just like
Well, are you talking about spinning vertically or spinning like this, like literally going back and forth? That's moving in a circle. It can do that. I think like Sonic does that. Huh? Oh, that platform looks terrible. Why it's so gross? Dumb platform.
I like being in the real world as Fancy Pants Man in the final boss fight. It would be
Yep.
really cool to have something similar to that in the world fight.
Yes, it would.
What engine does the Fancy Pants Man use?
Custom, everything I've written, but in Air. The only thing I use that is third party is Starling and this Sprite Packer for caching the sprite sheets. The bad guys, Fancy Pants Man is not cached because he's got too many animations.
You should try to make multiplayer Fancy Pants so that you could play with your fans.
Aw, they put in such a nice way. How can I resist? Yeah, that would be such a pain to do. I don't know. I've done some tests with local multiplayer, because I don't have to worry about the latency, but I don't know, man. Alright, let's try to make this more difficult by doing just a few like random platforms coming up here.
So use your trigger, blah, blah, blah. Rotating positionally but not orientationally.
Oh no, those words are big. I have no idea. Somebody's need to like draw a picture. Okay, are you talking about?
Somebody's asking if they'll ever get different colored ink cartridges.
Ooh, that's a good idea because that's been.
Okay, I said that.
No, we've both been saying that.
You never told me it was a good idea.
I can't have you thinking your ideas are too good, honey.
You just go, oh, okay. You're like, ooh, that is a good idea.
No, that's one of the things I was thinking about. And then, you know, different inks for different like outlines for different objects, making different things, that sort of thing. But yeah, that needs to be more set before I.
Where's the World 4 music remix? Where's the World?
Where's the
5
world?
remix?
Where's the World 4 remix?
What?
Who knows?
Where's the World 6 remix? I'm sensing a theme.
We need a fan.
I think that's just because.
Alright, are you talking about having something that's turning like this? Or like the Sonic thing where it's a gear? I think Mario does that in some way, like that, where it's like rotating like this. Our kids are super not sleeping right now. They're so bad. They're so bad. You see what I'm saying? Moving in a... Oh my god. Moving in a circle but not spinning. What are you talking about? So like a seesaw. That's... Like it's like that with a pivot. And then you step on it. And then it just kind of comes up a little bit. No, okay. Not now. I could. Kids find the weirdest things to be mad about. It's hilarious. Oh, someone crying. Yeah, mommy said go to sleep. You're not getting more hugs because he'll ask for hugs forever and ever and ever and never going to sleep. And so he's super mad he didn't get a hug. World 1 Remix Level 4. Oh. Oh, I think of that like the Yoshi's Island thing, right? The diddle-doo, 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 when you jump on them. This is a bad drawing, don't judge me. Like this. Okay. Having just one do it? That's not a bad idea. 1 or 4, or 3, or 4 is easier to divide, because I actually have to copy 4 of them. Yep, yes, nah. Money, 4. Okay, yeah, let's try that. I have to find a platform that's even gonna do that. I'm gonna grab that from my placers thing. So this one doesn't have spin. What did I call that? Oh, you know what that was? I think it was just rock, but with a... or move. Move with a move rock on it. So I'm like 5. And then... Oh no, that was the beginning of it. And then... Let me think, guys. I'm trying to remember how I did this. I might have to pull up level 4 to even see. I'll be adding on property. Let's see what it does. Is it there? Did I put in the right? I put in A flats. Did we export? What are we doing? I don't think it's on there. Okay, it's gone. What was that? Oh, maybe it doesn't have, you need a distance, like how far away from the pivot it is. Okay, it's still going. No, it's gone. Alright. What is going on? Springy? Spring. Maybe that's right. Spring is usually like 300. I'm trying to remember like what are these values I even need to do this. And rocking back and forth very slowly. What is going on? Okay, move front, 10. Is it because max arrow is low? But then how do I make it go in a circle? Yeah, that's just back and forth. Is it circle? Oh, that's it. Circle's one thing, spin's another thing. I was getting those two confused. So it's circle. Let's try circle. There we go. We have a circling platform. Beautiful. And it's set so that it measures the like actual speed, not just the speed of the how fast you increment the rotation. I'm really proud of that. So you need a higher distance. I think we need a smaller platform. And they're placed at the center, so I don't have to like try to make them all perfect.
Someone wants to know
What?
what your least
Don't do that.
favorite game that you made is.
Least favorite. It'd probably just be the earlier ones. I mean, there's pretty forgettable ones, like Bushback Rub, though I still think that one's hilarious. Just because I'm a terrible person like that.
What you did Nuclear Eagle.
Nuclear Eagle can be hilarious. I mean, it's stuff like No Comment doesn't progress properly. Like, it's too simple. I think it's got a bad design in that you just get more reporters on the screen. Like, I like the idea of it. I think it's really funny, but it's very terribly designed. I think at that point, I was proud of just drawing a pie. Like, that was fun. I was very happy that my job involved drawing pies, like splatting on people. And that was the highlight of the game for me. There we go, okay. So now, I have to do with this. I'll switch over, because this is complicated. I don't know if I want to hide this or should I? Who knows? So we're going to do... We have 1, now we have 2. That's going to be the same thing, except you're going to start from
Your
it.
favorite indie dev? Apparently
Indie
his
dev.
is Brad Ward. Do you know him?
Oh, I don't know. I'll have them on the stream sometime.
What's your favorite indie dev? That's kind of a difficult.
Indie?
He knows so many. That's like,
Yeah, like who's made like the consistently best games?
let's not name anybody because I feel like
Yeah, that's really hard. I feel like kind of the safe bet's Edmonds because like he has just a ton of hits and his art's all so consistent.
yeah,
Um,
but it's not just.
but like Tyler always does. Like Glail always makes amazing things with technology. I don't know. Like indie, like name some indie. I mean, but yeah, Behemoth, Castle Crash is incredible. I haven't really played too many of their more recent things, but like Alien Hominid, come on, what do you think? Come on, dude.
Will we ever go back to the angry animal kind of bosses, or will they always be kind of like real stuff?
I wanted them to show up like Rainbow Beard did, but we just didn't have time.
I told him he should have an angry wife.
I think Angry Wife.
I didn't sit on. Okay, I did sit on Morris, but I didn't sit on him.
Such a good
It's in the
picture.
spot. Every time I get up, he sits down where I was.
And yeah, because he loves you and
No,
wants to be pet.
Doesn't.
Wants to
He's
be
he's trying to show me who's. I was trying to assert dominance.
Jenna totally asserted her dominance. It's hilarious.
All he does, you know, he's doing that because he wants to know where I am. He's like, I'm gonna sit here until she comes back, and I'm gonna climb
Ta-da!
on her, and I'm gonna drool all over her, and act like I love her, so Brad will feel sorry for me when she says, "Get off of me."
And then I go, oh Norris, does Jenna not love you? Alright, how's that? Oh, my preview's a little choppy. Does it look
Don't
okay for
poor
you?
Norris. He's so evil.
It's alive! It's more like my code, it works! Yay! Alright, so let's reset this level so we can actually start from down here. So what is that? What are we supposed to be doing with that? What do y'all think? Okay, so yeah, this shell's just going to the last place it
I'll
races.
go cuddle more.
Aw, should I get the video on Jenna while she cuddles Norris? Where's my phone? Oh, you're gonna prove. You have to prove you love the
I got
Norris.
his bunny feet.
Norris vision.
He purrs whenever I hold him.
We need some Norris vision. We'll get Norris vision. Hold on,
Norris
guys.
is still angry from that situation. He's majestic. He's not angry in the
Norris is
future.
beautiful.
He is looking towards the future.
He's submissive.
It's like we're on a giant ship. Yeah, that's right. You look it, huh? See, he loves me.
Alright, hold on, guys.
What are you doing?
I'm giving Norris cam.
But I don't want him.
Norris wants Norris Cam.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
He's reading the chat.
All right, guys, chat. Should we see Norris? Yes or no?
Don't do that.
Yes or no? What do you think? What do you think?
He loves it.
Yes, it's decided, honey. Sorry. We won't do it for long. Don't worry.
Needs to mess with a wall.
Don't worry. Oh, our wall's beautiful. There we go. It's too large. There you go. Norris Cam. Beautiful updating. Oh, Norris. Say hi to the streamers. Or, we're the streamers. Say hi to the watchers. See, he loves Joe.
He's drooling.
He's so happy. The cat's a goof. Hey guys. Yeah. I guess I'll show me.
You're not showing me. Oh, now you're showing me.
You're looking at the preview. It takes a while. What's up, guys? Beautiful. Here's my setup. You want to see what I'm drawing on? It's too many monitors. I got the preview, game, code. Usually this is code. This is the like OBS stuff. And then drawing here. I've been collecting monitors over the 10 years. Watching had to reverse stream to the stream. I mean, well, that's Skype, right? We'll probably have somebody on. I think that'd be fun. To, like, say hi in real time. Alright, here's Norris Cam.
He's on his foot. Yeah, right. That's
That's beautiful. There we go. Norris Cam. Just stick his face in the camera.
I don't know if he's in the camera.
It's right here, right here. That's the actual preview over here. I just explained it. Cat tax. Everyone like my stream. Come on, guys, smash that like button for Norris.
They're like the cat wants that. You don't understand. He's extremely happy right now. Like, does nobody understand this?
There we go. Look at the shell go. We got it. Oh, go.
Alright, right.
Should I turn the camera off?
Yes.
That's Fairly's way of being like, get that camera off of my face. Alright.
He's grumpy like, no, Norris is lovely.
Say goodbye, Norris.
Say bye-bye, Norris.
Here, hold on, guys. Let's get the... Oh, I'm all tangled up with the mic and the controller. Here, y'all want to hear this cat? This is how happy this cat is right now.
He's drooling.
Can you hear him? I'm not monitoring anymore. Can you hear him purring? Give him a pet. Get a pet him.
I am petting.
He's the loudest purr ever. That's beautiful. Alright, guys. I'll stop torturing my wife because I value my marriage. There you go. Alright, so let's see if we can get the shell off of this level right now, because that's kind of where we're going to.
What's your favorite TV show?
Ooh, I don't know. Probably be like some goofy anime, just because, or like, oh, Pete and Pete. Pete and Pete's the best show ever. Pete and Pete is amazing. It's just my kind of humor, that surreal, just goofy. Norris is mad that he's not being held anymore.
Now he's mad. He's under my chair.
So Pete and Pete is just like my humor exactly, just this absurd things happening treated normally, which you can probably see a lot in the games. I mean, the Muppet Show's classic. Some anime like Samurai Champloo, I think it's incredible. Gurren Lagann, watched pretty recently. If that's how you say it, but that show's amazing. That entire anime is just incredible.
Favorite band, Brad. Back.
Favorite band? Did we get a good? That's a good question because I like to talk about bands. Guys, this is too pathetic for y'all not to see.
Now he's like, where'd you move?
There we go. See, he's jealous. He's mad that Jenna put him down. Beautiful, Mom. It's beautiful. Alright. Overall, probably still Carbon Leaf. They haven't really done too many releases recently. But they're a very big, like, touring band. And their live... We got one live show in New Orleans, and it was just phenomenal. They seem to be pretty, like, more local to, Virginia, I believe. I don't know how many people actually know about them, but they have this Celtic rock thing in their older CDs that was just amazing. Just a really fun style. I mean, if you listen to them, you'll probably hear a lot of like the Fancy Pants like music that we're kind of going for. It's like them and Pain, I think, are the like Fancy Pants style of music. And Pain's a really good band. You should look them up too. Links in the description.
It's that mic you put on the shirt. Oh. Someone said I need a lav mic.
Oh yeah. No, those always sound terrible. Can you not hear fairly? Should I move where the mic is? Because I'm kind of off to the side anyway.
Did I move backwards or something? Because haven't I always...
Jenna's like... Jenna just kind of drifted away.
Did I?
Yeah, come up here.
Did I move? Oh, you know what? I'll bet I kept pushing my chair back when I got up. And then I just kept moving instead of moving my chair up.
How did I get here? Okay, guys, so does that look more difficult? Like if we have this all the way over here, and you have to... That should probably be a bit lower. I don't like... I never like when you jump up to a platform, and he like just makes it, because then the land animation looks weird. I don't know, I'm very just particular about everything like that. I don't know, I like a little bit of clearance there, so easiest way to do that is to just bend it some. But then that might mess with the ball being able to stay on. So we'll see. The only like current band that I really liked was Florence and the Machine. It's not really, I don't know. I tend to stick with pretty older music or just the same bands. Really, Norris? Norris is yowling because Jenna went to go check on the kids. He's so jealous. There we go. I won! I'm amazing. Where's it gonna reset? That's probably too far away. There we go. Favorite Flash game? Oh, there was. I haven't kept up with them. There was. Oh, let's no. Help me out. If you did, you'd be on a team with Cutie Pants. Like y'all would both be. It would be like a tag team. That'd be great.
And then, what's your favorite Flash game?
Oh man, what was? God, I gotta think about that. I'm just really sad. Robot game. Robot. Oh, yeah, the Robot. That was one of my favorite series because they're very like Metroid-light, which is I always say is what Flash games are so good at doing, just like melting down a concept into like its most most pure form. And it was that Robot Wants Kitty, where you're just a robot and you want to go save your cat. You should let Seth play that. Sounds like it's kind of game. Yeah.
Aren't we all just
beep
robots?
boop beep boop. Programmed by society.
What is the process of starting an FPA game? Like, how does the boss and levels and stuff happen? Well, Brad doesn't sleep for about a week, and he starts getting delirious.
When do I ever sleep?
And then, after consuming copious amounts of caffeine, he has a really strange dream, and then I don't even know what I'm talking about.
No, don't speak for me, Fairly.
I think a few of the things that you would come up with was usually when we were just playing around and joking and thought something was fun.
Yeah, it's the entire, like, I have to be having fun, you know? It's the ideas that you come up with while laughing and while goofing off with other people. Fairly's inching away again. Get back here, Fairly.
He's showed up.
Oh no. You know, because I want the game design itself to be fun and goofy and exhibit that, you know, silly creativity and so most of the ideas have to be, you know, when you're just joking around, you're like, oh, the thing, but it's angry, and now it's a bad guy. Like, that's a pretty good way, a pretty solid way to do that. That's how a lot of stuff we come up with. I'll do some sketches, and then it's usually just like what, you know, makes people laugh. Or sometimes the kids will say something, and they're like, yeah, you know, whatever that thing is. And and you know sometimes it's them saying something wrong. Oh, it's the Woebot. That was Seth was like, I want to be the Woebot. I'm like, the Woebot, that's a great bad guy. And me, where it's a robot, she's like, whoa. The Woebot. I'm sure that's been done. That has to have been done already.
Someone said you're
Like
actually
Netflix.
a vampire named Vlad in disguise. Brad, do you like Super Smash Flash 2?
Man, have I even played that? I keep seeing it. I don't know if I've really played much of it. The screen's like way off. We should reset that. I mean, I played like Newgrounds Rumble. But,
Someone's asking about Super Smash Flash 2.
you just said that.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry, I read the vampire stuff.
Yep. I need to go play all the Super Flash games. I don't know if I have. I don't remember. It must have been. Could have been a long time.
Someone said they liked the bad dream into the dialogue of one of the NPCs.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's.
a bad dream.
I always like that idea. Like I've kind of been obsessed with the idea that, like, you know, when you really, I don't know, just certain parts of your life, you feel like when you're asleep, you feel perfectly awake, and then you wake up, and then you're just exhausted and done with life. You know, it's just weird. It's this irony to being asleep, I guess. Like that when you sometimes. You only feel truly awake when you're sleeping. And I don't know if that's much of a deeper thing. I'm sure other people have said it better. But I just always liked that. I used to like write stuff about dreams. Something about dreams. I guess like some people are obsessed with space or other dimensions or you know, bad guys in other dimensions and aliens. It's kind of like dreams to me. I feel like that's where creativity comes from.
If you had an opportunity, would you make a Fancy Pants movie?
Somebody else wants to animate it. That would take me like decades if I had to.
Okay.
With as slow as I animate, it's the biggest problem.
They confirmed SFPA is all a dream, Seth called it.
No, I hate that. That's such a terrible. Like, if you do the dream thing, it has to like affect real life in some way. Like either. I don't know, I had an idea for like a really short story where it was kind of all a dream, but then the person kind of changed their life in response to that. But it has to be like really short. You can't, the build up has to be really, you know, because the payoff's not like, and then the world ended, you know. So if it happens in a dream, it has to be connected to real life somehow.
Transy's asking if Tree Pirate Valley is Canopy Forest.
Yeah, probably. It just got rained on, started looking better. I mean, it's the, I don't know, whatever. Whatever part of the world got less destroyed. But yeah, I would assume it would be somewhere in that vicinity, right? I mean, there's a lot of trees in the background of Squiggleville, so there's always forest areas that went unexplored.
People are getting deep in the chat.
Oh no.
What if it's all Brad's dream, but in his dream it is happening?
Well, I mean, I already say what it is. Like, it's all in a sketchbook, so it's kind of that, like, your mind just being creative, which I feel like dreams are this just like, it's when your mind, dreams are when your mind can surprise you with its own creativity. And yeah, it's just all.
He's blaming you for drawing the volcano because it obviously caused all of this.
I know, I'm sorry. I didn't spill the ink though, come on.
What was it? That was Norse.
Norris's tail probably spilled the ink.
Oh, great. There was something else, but I can't. Oh, that was it. He's just asking.
Let's just try this like up here.
Jim was asking if.
That guy. He's just gonna be that guy.
He said his emphasis on the first, so it's like Jim.
Jim.
Fairly is. Oh, he's asking about the mushy stuff in the drop of water. Confirmed. He was the one that said.
I mean, it's.
He was the one that said the
It's
rain.
in the picture.
Yeah, but he was the first one I saw in this.
I know it
and noted
took
that.
way too long. It's in the picture. I'm gonna show you guys. I need to take a camera back there and show you what it actually
Apparently I
looks
pronounced
like.
it correctly.
There you go. So what does she win? What does she win? We can't after all that.
The undying affection of all of Brad's fans.
Oh no, you already have that. That's why I got you on the stream.
Did your wife give you any ideas for games?
So Fairly will always claim. I think your most important contribution, I think everybody will agree, was the rock out animation.
That was all me.
Yeah. So maybe that's why they like you so much.
We actually, what was it? We had
This is clearly the most important addition to the Fates Band series.
What you don't know is there was actually when we were in college, there was a guy that was in Brad's.
What a roommate, so like apartment roommate.
Yeah, apartment roommate. And he always was like, he always would do that with his hands. Like it was just like his thing.
You just throw up the horns. You'd say, yeah, rock out.
And he would do that. And so once I was just sitting there and I was like headbanging, and I go, I really want him to.
I was just sitting there and I was headbanging out like that. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I just wanted him to throw the horns, and Brad was like, that's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, you gotta celebrate. Or if I
And then he had
was
to realize that
Brendan.
he had to marry me because that was now forever in his games. Otherwise, it would just.
Yeah, I'd get sued. I had to marry her, get sued. It's terrible.
What are the backstories of the 2 first bosses?
Penguin was Paul's drawing.
That's true.
I mean, he was, because, okay, I gotta pull up some of these old notebooks, because we used to just draw characters in notebooks and do dumb things and laugh at our own drawings, and I came up with this thing that was it was cartoon combat. You draw something, and then the other person would have to draw something that beat that thing, and the more creative and the more you made the person laugh, the better. It would usually end up with like Chuck Norris would just beat whatever. So yeah, it has to be like.
You should have like a separate camera on you right now because you're doing so much with your hands.
All right. Jenna's trying to convince
Well,
me.
I don't know. Maybe you can put it like in the upper corner.
Yeah, I can.
It's just like you're.
It was in the
talking
upper
and
corner.
nothing is happening.
All right. Yeah. No, you're right. Bring my
Just
phone
like they're
back there.
staring at all these like.
My fingers. How do we go? There we go.
Just don't judge his office because I don't.
It's a
touch it.
mess.
I don't touch it.
It's a mess. Oh, the reason's a mess is because she touched it. I think
It's
you're gonna
more
get.
strong like Chuck Norris's tail is.
Yeah, he's literally knocked. No, I'm like talking to the camera. He's literally knocked like coffee. Let's see if that works. I'm gonna have to get a clip or something for that. Oh, you can see my monitor. I don't want a down angle though. That'd be awful. Let me see if I can rest this on something. Should I do this while the camera's not on? Is that bizarre? I guess it's at least smaller.
You don't have. Where's this? Can you not use this one?
Let's see. Not for the camera. We need to get something that would let you put a
It looks like
phone on a
I see
tripod.
something. Sure.
I'm a human.
Loosely,
There you go.
Brady looks so different with glasses.
Yeah, I need to get some more contacts. They're like just drying out. Can I zoom this in so it's not all my office being gross?
I still don't think World 4 mattered to the story as much. I will figure out World 5 like things.
No, it needs to go down because I really do just talk with my hands way too much.
If you want to know, the other thing that I did besides the rock out thing was I wrote all the dialogue for.
Oh yeah, we can
World
confirm. Jenna wrote.
I wrote all of that, and that was just kind of one of those.
Oh, there you go, guys. Y'all recognize that?
I was bored in when they
A lot
were
of people
working
didn't know
on
what that
something,
was.
and the producer came in and he was like, the guy from the
Put her to work.
He was like, if you're bored, do you want to like do some dialogue? I think you'd actually said you want to be working
Yeah,
on dialogue
yeah.
though. So he was like, do you want to do this? And like
That's
he gave
too
me a
low.
list of things to do.
It's my water though. I need my water. Alright, guys, I'll figure this out. You can't blame me for not being prepared with this because I was not really planning on doing this. Yeah, just stare at my shirt. I'm turning that off. That's bizarre. There you go. Here, play through what we got so far.
When
Really.
the boodle rips the curtain, you can see that fan.
There you go. You nailed it. You got it.
Hold on, which screen am I on?
This one.
There's no. Where's the snail shell?
Oh, it didn't come back.
No, look, it's all the way up there.
Oh, there it is. Here, let's restart quickly here. Bam. Keyboard doesn't work unless I click on it. It's really annoying.
Wrong way, shell. Go that way.
Go that way. No.
Failed.
Oh, that's the street, though. Alright, I think I can finish that one earlier. Just kidding.
Oh, that backfired. Oh, man, like, oh, 5 seconds.
Let's see.
Don't do it, shut up. Dang it. Oh my
There we go.
gosh, that was.
Does that work, guys? Because I like talk with my hands constantly. It looks like that fan might get annoying, but
No,
we'll
stop
it out.
it.
We'll see.
Purple platform.
How's that? Is that okay? Does that work?
Oh gosh.
Yeah. I can't, like, literally can't see anything. Has Fairly gotten any? I'm gonna, Put it over there. Put it there. Get it up here.
What?
Alright, so she'll play through that. Let me go through the chat.
Why would you do this? It's just gonna go down that way.
Fan, what's your favorite meme? What did I laugh at the most? Does that cat dance video count? I probably laughed at that for the most years straight.
Owls.
Oh, the owls are so classic. Man, I guess you don't even see this anymore. Though, really, owls. We definitely sent those to each other quite a bit back in the day.
Don't you dare, Shell. Don't you dare. Excuse me, guys. I'm just gonna have a conversation with this thing. Don't you even. Oh my gosh.
Is that just kitty cat dance? The cat? I'm a kitty cat? Dance. It's just so stupid, I love it.
Oh my god, this is never gonna work. God, I have a
Read everything about adding other cities. Ice cream, business, scuba. Wouldn't be in World 5, but there'll be new places in World 5, right? So. Oh, that. What? Oh, the video, you found it? There you go. Can you post the link in the chat? Like, or is it gonna censor YouTube? Alright, who suggested the merry-go-round?
And this
You have
is
the death of Fairly here.
This is why these are not gonna be timed.
My wife would hate me. We'll do like different medals. We'll have the Fairly time. We'll
Okay,
have
you know what?
bronze and then silver. And then Seth. Ask him. He goes, yesterday he goes, I can do all the hard levels. The harder the better.
No.
Oh, this is too hard. It was really sad.
I'm not even gonna look at the chat.
What's the worst
Probably driving
YouTuber?
everybody nuts
I still really don't like PewDiePie. I mean, he seems like he's been, I don't know, am I gonna get blacklisted if I say he seems better nowadays that he's just vlogging? But I hated the whole fake shtick of being scared of everything. I don't like, should I be doing this?
No.
I don't like Markiplier. It just annoys me. I don't know. I'm sure they're all nice guys, but I guess, okay, I'm critiquing like their shtick, their character, right? And just the welcome back and we're here to, it just gets on my nerves really quick. And then he's doing this like great radio voice, but then it's like, oh no, there's the thing that's really scary. That thing. And it's like, oh, it's so fake. I hate it. I see this like just kind of pandering. It's like clearly they're going for this very specific YouTube viewer. But I mean, okay, the worst, like objectively, is all the bots that just post like Spider-Man and Elsa memes. Like, there's nothing worse than that. If I could delete something off of existence, it would just be that. Doesn't let me post the link to the cat dance. Yeah, probably not. Well, you did sup nuts. Yeah, that was my shtick. I was trying one now. That was my shtick. I had the, what's up, internet? Bradborn here. That was my radio voice. My radio voice is just me trying not to mumble. So if it sounds like a lot different than me, it's because I'm usually like, I don't know, I'm gonna play some video, I'm gonna go work. It's really bad. Fake YouTube, I mean, yeah, any of that and the, like the gambling stuff. I mean, but like that's like legitimately like we're getting into just slimy legal stuff. So we're talking about just people who annoy me, like they're perfectly fine, but then they just annoy me, or like they're literally running child gambling rings, because that's way worse. But I think we can all agree on that. Alan Becker could help animate. To link me to his stuff. I don't think I know him by name. David's piano. You're very eloquent for a piano. It's a bad joke, I'm sorry.
Why would you say that?
Yeah, link me to his animations. I don't know who that is. I might know his screen name, but I mean I don't know if he'd do it. Come on!
No.
Ah!
Oh god! Oh, I'm gonna
Someone
die.
highlight that.
Oh,
Highlight
that's so painful.
You think it's painful for you?
Oh, shut up.
We have to watch that.
I'm gonna hit you over the head with the controller.
Frequently asked questions. Where's Android? Why isn't it free?
Oh yeah.
Okay, she kicked multiple times, but it's because the shell left her collision and came back, so it worked. Haha. I'm proud of my code. I don't think I should be, but... Alright, so now we're watching Fairly. Okay, guys, is there anything, let's get some chat feedback, that I should adjust based on how Fairly's playing? Not like, let's make it much easier, but if there's any part that, like, she's doing that we would say, okay, that should be good enough, it just fell because of a quirk with how the level's made. And this is kind of how I do. Is SFBA? Yeah, right now, the Android game is doing pretty well with the ads. Still get royalties from the other, console release. I mean, Google pays out a bit, Congregate every few months. But yeah, this is the main thing. This is why I'm still working on this and doing the golf. Yeah, because we have, PC, we have mobile, and Android's gonna be coming out, so it's not just like one bunch of sales.
Oh, that.
Should I finish the level while she's trying? Alright, Jenna, let's see if you can get there before I finish making the level.
Why don't I just...
Oh, ouch.
I haven't played like Fantasy Golf forever, so I'm like trying to remember.
Whose fault is that? Come on. Should I make the platforms more,
remembering like
or we could do like sticky platforms where the ball lands on them and they don't keep rolling? I don't know, maybe it drifts towards the center, because I have a dampen value so that it'll bounce and it won't keep going. When you gotta buy super fancy pants and go to the arcade. I mean, that's where the fancy box is right now. That's where the engine is. Are you scared?
I don't want to.
You scared?
I'm totally gonna knock it off the platform. There's no way I can jump it up.
Come on, Jenna.
Oh shit.
That was. See how that works out for her.
That shouldn't have done that. I wasn't that close to the shell. Very much with your
No, I have a very wide hitbox on it just to make that easier. What if you want to kick it like that?
But I didn't. So
I'm sorry, I
not
didn't
help
read your
me.
thoughts.
I was trying
there.
to be precise. Apparently, I made precision.
No, the Fancy Pants is very mushy. All the code and everything is made to be very mushy. I don't know if we should put. Alright, I'm gonna give you a bit of a ledge up here. Y'all can see what I'm doing down here. Should I make this bigger since I'm working on it too? Can I move this? Oh, did I just lock them all?
Oh no.
Come on, come on. Oh!
Where am I supposed to take it?
Just hit it over. You win if you knock it over.
Yeah, well, I can't see that, so...
Alright, here, refresh this. I gave you 13 platforms. Let's see how that goes.
Hey, I was doing fine until I didn't know where the hole was.
I mean...
There wasn't a
do
hole!
your
Where
research.
am I supposed to put it?
Like I ever know when I play golf or
Yeah, if there was a hole, I probably would have gotten it, but I was trying to figure out what
Just
it
hit over. I said just hit over.
Yeah, right after I, lost it.
Sabotage. Alright, hit refresh. The left. Because I changed some things.
How do I hit left?
How do I hit left? Go get it. Get it.
Made.
Actually, grab this and fiddle. Setting it over here. Push it more over here. So you. Oh,
I
can I
might
not?
almost beat it, and now you're like, I made it easier, so here you go.
It's not that much easier. You should be fine. See the reflection again. It's awful. How do you do YouTube with glasses? I guess most people aren't Or look into a camera instead of a screen. I can't crop one. It's weird. I'm just gonna move it off screen, but... Oh no, wrong one. Don't do that. So professional here. Fiddling with everything live. Put that over that way.
I usually change my It's at least
This is Matt particularly judging.
remember Matt used to just do like the craziest stuff with golf?
Did he judge you?
No, but I was more self-conscious.
Let's see, where are we? Got an idea. How about maybe kind of throw back to World 2 in a different way? Always thought of his golf and such. I want to make this level. Oh yeah, no, I think I will. That's a good idea. I'm gonna probably do more of a grassy style for World 2 because of golf. Maybe what do we have in 2? There was like the sand look, the pattern, the pyramids, like the runes. World 2 was just more cartoony, so we'll probably go in that direction. That'd be fun because I'm doing all these myself. So it'd have to be at least something that I can draw. Alright, so for everyone for complaining again, I guess I have to make a refresh it though. Let's not do that. Turn this without destroying everything. Let's see. There we go. That fan, it's annoying me. It's being on here. I hate that low angle. Maybe like here, this is just... I need to get used to it. Alright, so should there be anything else here? Tell me a pun. No. I cannot. Like the black bar, it's like oof black bar, but then Jeff Brad adjusted it. Good. Fixed it. Here on the top, yeah. You get tired. Fancy Man's for real. I mean, you know, it's on a pragmatic level, it sells. On a personal level, it is kind of just my resume. It's easy to say I'm the Fancy Pants guy. If I do make another series, it'd probably be much smaller and kind of continue. I mean, it would be like Mirror's Edge 2D, but you know, my idea, my series. Oh, you can't see Kermit up there. There's Kermit. Yeah. I'm not really tired of it because I think I can still make it better. That's the thing. I mean, it's like the Mario series, right? There's always something else you can do, something else you can add. And I keep just trying to be better. And if I learn more, figure more things out, or the technology improves, it's something that's going to be, you know, shown in the game. If I get better at animating, then, you know, I like redoing the moves, putting more moves in that show kind of where I am at that point. And I guess it's just so personally like my style that it's just a really good mirror for. Oh! Pressure's on. Hold on, guys. I need to stop talking. Got scared. He got scared. It's still up there. Our kids are not napping right now. They're so bad. Just kick it. You mean you can whack it?
Oh, with a pen?
Yeah, you can
I
hit it.
forgot I had that.
Yep. That's another thing, guys. Should I put situations in where the pen is either needed or more useful? There you go. Cool. Beautiful. And you killed it. And I think it's down there. And probably reset down there. Alright. Alright, got it. So that's, I mean, that really is honestly how I make the levels. I give it to somebody, they're trying it, and then if you know, if a particular part, like it's not. I don't change things if they're just too hard. It's if I see somebody trying to do something, and I want that to be able to work too, because you know it was clever that they thought of that, or what the game is communicating to the player. Their response was still logical. And you know, when I'm playing it, I'm always gonna do things just in a very specific way. How do you find ideas for games in general? I mean, I try to play a lot of video games. Try to play a lot of platformers. I think Tropical Freeze was probably the last just great, like last amazing platformer. And I don't ever want to just like take a feature specifically, unless it's something where it's like, okay, platformers do this, right? But either the game made a certain section, like if it made a section difficult using a specific like idea or style, or made me feel a certain way, then I try to like capture that but in a different way. So it's usually about like taking how another game made me feel, and you know, how would fancy fans do that? Like the I guess that's probably more of a specific thing, but the Inkshot. I was playing Torchlight 2, which is pretty great. I haven't played in a while, but I had my character set up so she would like, this was the archer class or whatever, and you do this, you know, you shoot the I'm doing the pen thing. She'd have like a bow and arrow, and she would do this spell that shot like a bunch of fire out, and it would push all the enemies back. And then I'd start like trying to pick them off again, and I had it set up so it would refill my mana, and then I would shoot again, and then I'd pick them off and refill the mana. And I really like how that was set up. And there was this like robot fighting game in Flash a million years ago. No idea. I haven't been able to find it recently. But all it was, it had this very simple mechanic of you do normal punches, it would fill up a meter, then you do a special punch, and normal punches fill up the meter. So I just like how direct that was, that you would do like a normal attack, it would charge something, and you could do this other attack. And I like the feeling of like pushing the bad guys back when you had that meter. And thinking about it, you know, it's Torchlight's on this like top-down isometric plane. I thought that would work really well for a platformer, where you'd fight them some and then be able to like push stuff back. And it's just about that flow, like that, having two different methods, or not, like two different feelings. You know, like attacking something head on, and then having like this safety of being able to push it back once you took the chance at attacking things, even if they're swarming you. Let's see. I keep reading Bradborn say something and thinking like, what? What did it do?
Something.
It's chat. Let's see. By the way, Fairly's on stream. Did you just show up? Alright, so what should we do here, guys? Let's go back to actually working on this. Hopefully that was all fun. Let's get a level out of this, and then I'll upload that once the stream's done. If you're in the beta, of course, you can check that out. It's my sales pitch for the beta. Join the beta, and you'll be able to play all the levels as they're made. Should we have anything here, or think about this point we've done enough? Because I don't want to put like a wall that will knock the ball all the way back. So I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe just something quick. Maybe just like a, you know, if you hit it really hard, it'll just kind of fly back around here and then bounce around over here. Oh,
thank you,
dog,
Maya.
that is beautiful. Hey Maya. Hey Maya. Hey Maya. Hey Maya. Hey Maya. Dog. There, she's on the keyboard. Doo doo doo. Oh, that's a good meme. Doo doo doo. Or come on Maya, take it back for dogs. What are you looking at?
She's looking at me. She's like, why are you letting me do this to me?
Dog beard. Dog beard. There you go. You don't want a dog? Jenna has a dog now. Jenna's the dog person. She loves the dog. Alright, let's see. Let's flip us back. Gotta go towards the hole. Did I miss something here? It's been so long since I played. We'll go play it. Well, you have the ideas. Yeah, I know, but we're on chat, so I'm trying to Brad, will you make World 4? I mean, this is World 4. If there's gonna be something online, like a demo or something, we'll see. We'll see. And it could make it. Why did they give me the game if you couldn't because of different regions? I thought we fixed all the region stuff. Are you able to grab that? I thought you. Yeah, I mean, that's like tech support stuff. Should I stick my face back on? I feel like I'm still on Steam. Okay guys, should I stick my face back on while drawing too? Because I'm just going to be staring at the Cintiq, that might be kind of weird. Alright, nobody cares. Yes? Alright. Of course. Can't rely on you guys for anything. Wait, can I just, like, copy? Can I go over here and click copy? Let's say. Let me go back over here. Paste. There we go. Alright, so probably need... So, you know, thinking about how people are going to be playing this level, right? We probably don't want it to just get knocked straight back. You can't see me. Straight back this way, right? So I'm going to go from the ceiling, make a line. We'll give it a bit more than that. I don't think this level's really that big. And then, after something crazy like that, let's let it kind of pachinko machine down a bit. Should we do that? Should we, like, pachinko inspire? Because I can do that with the double-sided platforms. That code should work. Let's try that. So we're going to take... around this other platform. Go here. Let's split it, I think. What's the rotation on this? Not even on camera anymore. There we go. So I gotta look at this. I got 16. That's 16. Let's see if that's good enough. Keep these double-sided. Yeah, double-sided. Don't do only play or anything like that. Only cover on the shell. Alright, and we got the ball up here. I'm gonna kick it over here and then reset, and then that's where it's gonna keep shelling shell. Did I export? No, I didn't. Reset it over there. This is a weird angle. So I'm like, it's low. I'm gonna try to get something to put it up there next time. I think that'll be a lot better. I think we can do a smaller entryway there. Nora says welcome back.
Was World 2 before or after?
Before.
Before. World 3 was after.
Yeah, we were like getting married right when we started World 3. It was like right when that project was getting started. Crazy.
What's your favorite cartoon?
Like classic or just whenever?
Just as what's your favorite cartoon?
I really like Home Movies. It's a great cartoon. Well, the first season. I don't think it's as good after that. The first season of Home Movies is fantastic. Let's see. But like as like a kid's cartoon, I think my favorite like Tailspin or Rescue Rangers. I always love those. Those like adventure-y Disney afternoon cartoons. Those were always great. I'm old. It just makes me feel old. It's nuts. Alright, yeah, let's do pachinko style. And make another one where you gotta like knock the ball up into the thing. So that was cool. I like that. You gotta see. I feel like this is gonna be way too large. Maybe a bit smaller. Probably shrink these a bit. Is that gonna distort them? We'll see if that works. Sometimes if you distort, it like skews them weird. Alright, so I don't know, how do pachinko machines look? Wouldn't it be like that? Like it would look something like that, right? What's the dampen on these? Can't be too much. There's no dampen, that's fine. Alright, should we get Fairly to finish the level up?
What did I do?
You need to finish the level, honey.
What do you mean finish the level?
Torture!
Are you serious? You're gonna do it all over again?
No, look, I saved the bowl, it's up there. Oh, I forgot to change the view. I'm sorry, I'm terrible at... No, I'm drawing, okay, the view is switched. I'm great. Yes, no, it's a little happy guy.
What house?
He's happy.
What?
Little happy guy.
It looks like pillars.
There
I'm
you
so
go.
confused.
He's flying. Yeah, this little flying ink guy. There we go.
What is even happening right now?
Or he's angry. There we go. Come on, it's a little blob.
What is even the heck?
What is even the heck? Always the response you want to hear to your own work. This is true. Move it up a little bit. Alright, let's try that. Switch you back. Where's my mouse? Is the shell just down there? I might have to make her do it again, guys. I might have to.
Why would you do that?
Where is the shell?
I
Should have reset. Oh no, if it saved down here and then reset. There it is. Yeah, it got stuck down there. It's somewhere over there. Bad shell. Cut that out. We're going the door, going the door.
And this is my life.
I'll beat it for you, honey. I'll get it. You poor creature. She's making some faces at
I
me.
am going to destroy you.
Alright, so we can do a recap since Fairly beat it last time and I didn't.
Great,
Or
so
are
you're
we
gonna do
ready?
it in like one try, and I'm just
I
gonna...
mean, I did make it, honey. I did make it.
I'm not...
Don't be like Seth. Where you're like, I am gonna be so good at this. Like, Seth, you know I made the game, right? I'm gonna beat you, Daddy. So I made this. I did it. Now I realize we haven't had a single dropout. Looks like there's something wrong with the hardware encoder. Let me see if I can get OBS to fix that. Because it's not like the stupid fan. I just have an Intel stock fan on there right now.
This says...
And it's just churning away.
Jim says... One of his first game ever in his life. Now the franchise is his favorite, and you're his idol.
Aw,
Pick a
that's
better
sweet.
idol.
What?
Pick a better idol.
No respect.
No respect. Did you... Oh my god.
What?
What? You just got the shot all the way up there and then handed...
That's what I said I was gonna do.
Don't even want...
That's what I said I was gonna do.
Yeah, so I just look pathetic now.
I mean,
You know, yeah, pick a better idol.
she's so mean.
Better idol.
She's so mean. Send help. Wife is mean. Let's see if you can get it in the little hole there. Oh no, too thin. Too thin. Alright, let's refresh so that the ball's still over there. You're gonna have to get back over
See
there.
me fail.
Eek. That was not a bug. It's just, well, I guess technically, but that's just because the...
There isn't a better idol than Brad. I'll need to get out more.
I mean, Miyamoto's a pretty solid idol. Let's admit, I'll admit that.
David Bowie.
Does he make games?
I don't know, for some reason, whenever I think of like somebody as an idol, I always think of David Bowie. I don't know why.
Not like Prince or Michael Jackson?
No, I think of David Bowie. Okay, Michael Jackson isn't. He's just.
He's a unique dude.
I can't say he's an idol because I don't. It's just he's something you
mean,
can't. Nobody can aspire to.
I don't know, I feel like if I was a dancer, I'd try to. But I don't do that dancing stuff.
Dr. Seuss is one of
Doc, yeah, there you go, Dr. Seuss.
That's not a bug, it's a feature. Yes, a feature to help you fail. To make you question everything.
It's a trap for Fairly. Alright, are you over there? Jump. Get on the spring. There you go, like, hit the spring from there and you gotta see it.
I can't see anything.
There you are. There you go, up there. No. No, not that way. No.
Wait, I don't even know what's going
You're
on.
right there.
Oh, I'm looking at the...
Do not look at the chat.
Looking at my computer screen.
No, that's lag. Beautiful. I think the stream kind of starts to degrade, so it's at about 8 seconds. It starts out with like 2. It's really nice. Let's see. But I don't like to publish my animation. I mean, I think that's fine. Like, it's good to practice, but like you don't need to upload it if you're just practicing. I don't get the point, you know. Once it's like good, it's okay to like not be proud of something that while you're still learning. But I'm just like, I get super embarrassed about all my own work, so I don't think I could tell anyone something different from that.
That's how most artists are. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I mean, you go on Newgrounds and it's just like awful stuff everywhere. But that's always or YouTube. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's. I guess when like you see a lot of people making videos, hit refresh. Well, I don't think it's hit refresh. The left trigger. There you go. Okay. Now I get it. Bring us home, Fairly.
I'm gonna somehow manage to knock it out. All the way back to the beginning.
Well, the atmosphere is too divided. You have to be more specific about that. That's good feedback, but I want to know what about World 2 you liked. Was just a more cartooniness, or was it because everything was more like giant snails in the background? I love doing all the stuff in the background for World 2, but that takes so long to do because I draw so slow. Over here. High five. Wait, oh, right there.
My arm's
Yeah. There we go. All right, another. Does that look like a good course, or should we?
How did you make up the name Caboodle? Really?
I felt alone, felt on your
Really?
own. Interesting.
Kit and Caboodle.
That's a pretty big stretch. I'm just dumb like that.
Kit and Caboodle.
Should we put more of these things here? I feel like there needs to be more of
But
these.
Kit and Caboodle.
Kit in
But it's
Caboodle.
from Kit and Caboodle.
Yeah.
The whole Kit and Caboodle.
I think I had to Google that to see if anyone else was dumb enough to make that like a pun. I think there's 1 or 2 pages on the internet that has that also. It's pretty sparse.
Wait, why are you removing them?
I'm just messing around with them. I'm thinking if they should be, because it's just kind of boring. So your score is invalidated, sorry. No, I kid. I need to move that. I don't know, does that look... Oh, I turned it off. There you go. So I'm messing around with things. What do you think? Should it be more like that? It should be like the other way? I feel like these could even be smaller. It's really hard to mirror things. Chat say anything good?
Hmm?
Is the chat saying anything?
I just like the path of True Love True Two. No, the best part is parkour. Brady gonna try some of my levels. I released a golf level last night. The parkour. They're just talking about how much they like. I think.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I want to do a stream where I play other levels. I think that'd be fun. Probably not this. This is probably too long. I tend to not really watch long streams, so I'm a bit hesitant to just make all of them this long. I don't know if we should have some sort of discipline eventually, and just kind of like time it for an hour and then cut us off. What time is it anyway?
It's
5.
5:06.
So 2 hours. I mean, it's still.
It's 2 hours, yeah.
I don't know, you want to send me a level? That'd be fun. You want to do that?
What?
And then we'll close it out. I'll play one of Fancy Master's levels.
I'm just gonna
You
read.
can play it? Yeah, you do the chat. Smooth on feeling. And then I'll rage, I'll get really angry and scared, and everyone's gonna share it on YouTube. It'll be beautiful. Let's see, what's the best way to do that?
Oh, who is the girl
Fancy
speaking?
map.
Brad's
The
mic.
levels are in custom. All
Who
right.
is the girl speaking?
Who's the girl?
I was really confused because everyone was going fairly. I was like, wait,
There's no
did someone ask
girls
me
on the internet. All right, I have to get back over here.
something? So,
Cause I closed all my windows to record. All right, honey, talk. Do a
what do
thing.
you want me to do?
I don't know. Should play something.
What am
I'm gonna get off of that thing for a
I'm
bit.
still dealing with the girls on the internet. I had to invest so much at Congregate because no one would believe.
There are no girl mods.
Everyone always assumed I was a boy.
Here, do you want to play a level?
I thought you were playing on level.
No, I gotta download it, so I was gonna put you on for a minute.
What the heck am I gonna play?
I don't know. A level. All right, guys, vote. What should Fairly play?
Oh no.
I mean, she is, but you know.
Apparently I sound hot. How do you sound hot? I guess I should say this as a compliment because everyone always wonders why I'm like.
I think she's got a nice voice. I have 5 main levels and
I have a
golf
deep
levels. All right,
voice.
so we're gonna do the one golf level now, and then I'll get those set up, and then we'll go through.
Booze.
I mean, yeah, we'll just do a stream with custom levels. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I had an issue.
Yeah,
with
I don't know.
download an update.
No idea about the other one.
Um,
Brad, play arena. Well, I need to get Fancy Masters level. Golf is somewhat bugged.
I'm just whatever.
Yeah, it's not set up properly on custom. Oh, it's probably not even gonna. I'll throw it into the real golf, so it'll set it up properly. Oh man, not even. All right. So what should Fairly play? While there's no girls on the internet.
Maybe play one of his main levels.
Yeah, should we throw you on downward? I usually just
I feel like
default
if you wanted to
to.
make this really entertaining, I should have had a glass of wine before playing.
You
Oh
mean,
well.
yeah, next time. Next time we're gonna make Fairly drink.
Oh
Fight
god,
the
that's
final
great.
boss.
I'm sure like half
No.
the kids are here, not of the
Ink.
age to drink.
Let's just fight some stuff. Here you go. Fight some
Fight.
stuff. Just go
Fight.
fight. Go fight. I like the pirate levels. I like the pirate levels a lot. I think these have a good flow with the combat. Should I put my face back so I can criticize? Fairly? Come on. I probably need to change the angle so I'm like looking this way. There we go. Going for the
I don't know. I forgot.
going
where
for the
everything-
challenge.
I forgot where everything was.
Alright, let's download it all here. System downloading things. Put it over here. Okay, you know, on there. Poop.
I don't know what it is. Most people here under or over 18. I'm so older than 18.
Wait, custom levels. Yeah, we have.
I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, I forgot how to do everything. No.
Oh.
It's your ink.
Is that fancy? Oh man, I'm looking at Fancy Masters levels. That
No,
looks
his-
really cool.
His levels are. Ow! Okay, really, dude. Is that even necessary?
Is it custom 0? I'll just start checking it out. Download.
No. I'm doing it.
Ah no! My downloads.
Wait, where are you?
Huh? Oh yeah, you messed that up. I didn't think. What? That's not possible. I was looking at that code because I want to make some switches, but it shouldn't be doing that. But wow, famous last words. Oh, gross! It's really nasty. It's like zip of other files of like probably all hacked stuff right now.
Goodness!
Mine says hi. Oh, okay.
Startled the heck out of me.
got levels. Alright. Which one's the golf, though? Wait, I can talk to you.
Hold on, guys. I'm just thinking.
Probably got a package or something. Download levels. Discord's nice. They actually let you, like, upload much stuff. Okay. You're getting your pants all dirty down. They're all dirty. Your nice white pants. There we go. I feel way better. Yeah, you're standing in the ink. It was bugging me. Alright, custom 3. I'm gonna rename that. Oh,
Guy was like trying to eat me.
what a jerk.
Yeah, I don't even. Wait, where'd he go?
Did he jump off?
I think he jumped off.
Wow.
He was apparently.
Didn't know. Where is that guy? Okay. Once you finish this level, I'll pull up. And I will rage in my faux YouTuber anger. I'm hungry now.
Bet you are.
Let's get some pho. Or pho, however you say it. Ignorant American. I can't say anything right.
Oh no. What am laughing at?
I delight in the torture.
Okay, so is that.
Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay, I put this over here and we should be able to just load it.
Next month is coming SFPA Android.
Yes, next month is coming. That's it.
Does Fancy Pants pattern pants still turn white during a boost?
I thought I fixed all that.
Will Fancy
No, the
Pants
swing's fixed.
ever get transparent pants?
Huh. I guess I could do that. Oh no, because it wouldn't pass through. It's on top of the original. It's not gonna, if I made the pattern transparent, it would just show white. Alright, so we're on level 0. Let's see if this loads. There we go. So you beat me to the, like, snaking Sonic tunnel thing. Oh my god, what happened there? Girl? Oh. So here's a tip on the... Oh no. Oh no. That wasn't good. When you make the entrance, make that as absolutely as low as possible. Like, it doesn't have to actually fit his entire body because it's just testing on the ground and then it's testing, like, above it. So to make sure that it's triggering the... I think it's like check head. If your head's in collision, then it tells you to stick and then you'll get a nice smooth... like wind down. I don't think the shell does that. I might have to add that to the shell too. You see how it's like it's bouncing? Come on. There we go. And I put some custom code in with the... Oh wait, what am I... Oh, it's a block. Okay. Nice. I put some custom code in the bad guys, so if they are hitting their heads and you... Why is it... Oh, do you have like a spring or something? The shell has to be the first thing or it messes up the camera. Oh no. I might just have to throw this in custom and then play it normally because the camera's not going to work right. Okay, yeah, let's just do... We'll work on... Yeah, we're getting... So the camera takes the first baddie and it takes your, you know, Fancy Pants man and then uses those as like a custom multiplayer camera. So if you have another, like if you have a spring, I think the custom levels have a spring in there. If the spring is set up before the shell, it's like going between me and the spring right now. So let me just grab one of the other ones and we'll play as a custom level. Which one? Which one should we do? But we'll get that working. I'll try to set up custom to get golf working in custom too. Oh, my fingers. I gotta set that up better next time. Okay, Fairly has slid way back again. We're pulling her back forward. Yeah, well, I mean, if you don't have any other baddies in there, or I can just play through a normal level. Because I don't know how much the golf's gonna glitch out if it's not set up like before. Fairly versus Ink Pants. That's gonna be like the season finale or something. I'm a traditionalist here. Do a backflip! I did 3, way better. Do the... Let's go to the world. Okay, well. Level 1 custom 0. Alright, hold on guys. You play. I gotta fix this again. Okay, so these both go together. Alright, so I'll do level 1. We'll set up the levels. We'll talk after chat to get this smooth, and then I want to like stream some more custom levels. Yeah, challenge level included. So I got those both in the custom, that should work fine. Alright, Fairly. You having too much fun? I'm gonna pull up Fancy Master's level.
Do
a backflip.
Hiding from squiggles.
Do a backflip.
Oh, got me.
You lose.
Oh,
Squiggleless run. Lost.
That would
Alright, so
actually
we'll
be
pull
an
up.
interesting challenge.
I think somebody mentioned that before.
Squiggleless run.
Alright, so we're loading from custom here. Let's see if this works. Yep, there we go. No, honestly, I absolutely love this. It's very rare that I get to play like a new level, right? Like a level that I've never played before.
Fancy Pants for Switch win. Play a World on Remix.
Fancy Pants for Switch now!
Play a World on Remix. Maybe one night when it's late and I'm tired.
Play through the remix.
So I'll play through the remix.
We're gonna give Fairly some wine.
I think there
They're
was
to play
like
through.
one like weird time where you told me to test something, and I think I literally giggled for like 30 minutes over something really dumb. But I just thought it was the most hilarious thing ever. Brad was really upset he was not.
We'll give her some wine. We'll play when she's exhausted. You guys like I put those stars back? I like the stars. Like you what?
It's either if I'm tired or exhausted.
Either or, yeah. And we're not gonna have a boring stream. We're doing both. Beautiful.
And I'll just listen to
I think we need to try. You're gonna have to like make a stupidly hard level. I'm gonna have to do like Mario Maker style challenge. See if I can get there. I love parallax in games. It's just so good. Get off of that. Sure. Is this death? Can I jump? Hey, yeah, that's death. Okay. Did they say anything interesting in the chat? Just how amazing my skills are?
I did not confirm or deny switches.
You can neither confirm nor deny the existence of Switch release.
And then everyone's saying that they like the game, and then someone's saying that OST installed it.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that turned off.
Yeah, we're not monitoring the audio, so I actually don't even know what. Oh, I think I let them. You know, I don't do that at all in the game. It's kind of weird. Oh, okay. Wrong decision there. Get out of here. you can kind of see where like my mind would be if I was designing the level. Like it's so nice to be able to play something new. Cause like oh okay, over here. I'm taking you. You know, we're going on an adventure. No, my spider. My spider. Oh, I don't have. I gotta unlock the moves next time. I forgot about that. Yeah, I don't even know why I have the aim shot. Oh, yeah, I'm probably testing the mirror. That is not just silence whenever you stop talking. Oh no! Ooh. Brutal checkpoint placement there. Sheesh. Oh. Oh my god. I could remember that. You don't get much control, like, right away. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, this is a check. I'm just gonna... Oh, okay. No, I wanna go. Let's see what's over here. Yeah, this level's huge. I love it. Oh, jerk. Way too good a time. Oh my god. Can't hit every mouse. Yeah, you know what? You're going. Go with your buddy. There we go. That's satisfying. Don't leave me like that. Come on. Wait. Sorry guys, I'm no Jacksepticeye. Wait, did we just restart? Was that the end? Oh, okay. Did I go the right way? Or was there another box? There's another box! No! We need the other box. Alright, I'm going through real quick. I want that other box. I'm not fairly criticizing my Let's Play skills. Yeah, I'm like... kind of like, analyzing the level in my head as I'm going. I could kind of tell you what I'm saying, like from the design perspective, but I feel like that would be kind of boring.
The greetings from the Netherlands.
Makes me want to down jump from here. Oh, greetings.
Fantasy Master said it should go straight back to the tub, and then he says why.
Oh,
you actually...
Yeah, it restarted. I wonder if there was something...
Brad broke the game.
If I have that set up wrong. Because I just kind of dumped it in.
This is how that feels when you're done. Why isn't this working?
That's how everyone feels when they find bugs and play my game. Alright, we're going this way now. Alright, I went... Did I do both and then I came back out? No, I came back... I gave this stupid mouse. Alright, mouse. Yeah, I didn't go this way yet. Nice. I love the pinball stuff. Oh my god, in my own face, go. Oh my god. See, I can never just like run.
Hey Brett, hope you're working. Keep it up. Greetings from Minecraft.
Oh, it's Steve. Hey Steve. Hi Steve. No, the main Minecraft is Steve. Or he was. I don't know. Keep up. There's been a whole story mode added since then.
Can you make the tutorial video on how to make Flash games?
I mean, if I do, it'd be something like really simple, like just starting. I don't know if that'd be too much more useful than. I don't know. Like, is there stuff out there that is like a tutorial on how to make Flash games? Because if there's not, I probably should. Nobody's making Flash games anymore. Poor guys. Then. At the same time, I feel like everything that I do is probably very wrong, so I have a hard time telling anyone, like, this is the right way. And I'm just gonna be like, oh, guys, I don't know what I'm really doing, so I'm gonna show you how I do it, but don't listen to me. And it might just be, like, it might be really weird for a stream. Is this the challenge door? Did I find the challenge door? Nice. Good stuff. Oh, like, World 3 throwback, huh? Or Donkey Kong, one or the other. I'm glad you flag, the force still there, so I might would have kept going. I broke it. I don't do enough of that. I guess there's a few hidden spots. What? Well, the only thing, if I had the rising. Oh, you're looking at the stream. Fairly's over here.
Sorry.
It's delayed. If I had the rising and I tried to do that, I would like run up into the
Is that trash?
That might be part of that. I don't
All
know.
this green and red and gray stuff is
Is it garbage or failed
Are
experiments?
they Legos?
I think it's failed experiments.
I feel like they're Legos. It's like
all
the
the
most
other-
dangerous thing.
No, that's a
in the
minefield.
entire world.
Legos is a minefield. Nice. There's not enough challenges with inkboarding. Or the challenges with the inkboarding ends up being, oh my god, ends up being ridiculously difficult.
So that's obviously from Darkwing Duck.
What?
These packs.
Oh, I
The
didn't know.
private thing, really?
I didn't look. Hold on. I'll get there.
No, you won't, because you have to go back.
Wait, what?
It's at the very beginning.
Oh. Are you delayed in the stream again?
No, I'm watching you.
Oh. I thought you meant that I like just died at it.
No, it was like at the very beginning.
Let's get
Did I say? I'm not sure if that's Legos
Darkwing Duck.
or trash.
That is such a good show. It's just all agree that
The thing
Darkwing
in the
Duck was
front
amazing.
was obviously a throwback to Darkwing Duck. I don't care if Fantasy Master has never seen it because that's what I'm gonna tell myself.
I feel like I'm gonna like go back and not get it, and then I'm really embarrassed. What is it? Oh, I guess you said that door to
Oh,
go
there's
back in
no
there.
way you couldn't.
No, that's a good idea actually.
You would never remember. You, of course, you remember
Well,
that.
now you made me go back.
Forget. How could you forget?
I think we've been streaming for too long. Would you like to play through Miss More Talkative than this guy?
No, I'm not very talkative.
Oh,
Just got shot by a mouse.
no. This mouse is my enemy. I haven't been looking at the chat. They said anything good?
No, I think they're just listening.
I don't know.
See?
Oh yeah. No, I know what you're talking about.
Told ya.
I think I actually thought about that, but I didn't know how obscure of a reference it is. If it was like only in one episode or what. I can't remember.
Or Lalo.
Yeah. Everybody could just go watch Darkwing Duck.
That's in the pilot episode, huh? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I guess it is.
Yeah, because, oh my gosh, I can't remember. What's the...
Gosling? Wait, the kid? The girl's Gosling.
Is it Gosling?
Yeah, Gosling. You know, like a baby goose, so she's on
I
goose.
totally never got that. Never.
Don't identify with them female characters in these cartoons.
She was probably one of the, like, her
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
and Gadget
Well, Gadget's the best.
were the two that I think
Alright, I beat it. More high fives. Over here. Over here. Over
Oh
here.
my gosh.
Alright guys, should we call it wraps? Anything else we should do? You've been checking the chat?
It just says, curse you mouse, wait, what, how? I don't know what happened. You killed Fancy Pants Man. Brad, win a speedrun of FPA.
Brad speedrun? I think I reset like a ton though, so I don't know how good I'd be trying to do everything at once.
I mean, they're not, I don't think they've gotten to the point where this is the delicious. Fairly versus Inky Pants. Why
Well,
does
yeah.
everybody want me to play Inky Pants?
It's not that bad of a delay. I don't know, stay over here.
I know it's two, but it's your choice if you want to continue.
Can I not? Here, we're gonna go black for a moment. Oh, this is bad streaming.
Oh,
Bad streamer etiquette. There we go. I'm just gonna say hi. I'm a Kermit. Kermit.
oh.
Hi ho. Oh, you can see my Mochi's award.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I have to remind myself that I'm awesome.
The armor, what is it?
The tank. Oh no, the sword.
The sword's
I
right
got.
there.
I have one
The
award
tank's in there.
from every major. The tank. I gotta fix the little thing on the.
There you go, tank. The sword's on the
There.
shelf below
I'm
it.
gonna fix this. This is like the coolest thing that I own. I think. Gotta fix that though. Fancy pants. I think I posted pictures of this. Yeah, I gotta like glue that back on. Tom, come on, Tom. Tom didn't weld it on there himself. Oh my God! Wait. Okay, Jenna. 2008.
You got this.
Jenna, that's backwards.
This is from
No.
2012.
Jenna, 2008 though. We were like different people back then. Yeah, I don't know how long Armor Games did this for. That's for World 3. So we have World 3. Can I mirror
So it comes
that?
with a sheath.
I don't think it's letting me mirror that. Oh well. Yeah, I got that, and then like the only or mochis. Did they do that twice?
I think
Yeah, 2 mochis.
Yeah.
There we go. The mochis for 09. Wait. I'm gonna. This is probably just feels like an exercise in vanity, but I'm gonna bring it back. This is my favorite here.
Oh, God.
I have a Red Bull from Addicting Games, right? And let's see. I keep thinking that's not Face Pants, man. Give me a sec. There it is. That game I did, Bush Back Rub for Addicting Games. It was great. I don't know if like anybody's seen that. That's your true Born Games like history there.
What was it? Your cousin gave us this for
Oh
a
yeah,
wedding.
yeah, Matt. It came out. It was in a display case. I gotta fix that.
Yeah, it fell out.
So thanks, Matt. This is amazing. You gotta start getting orders for more. I don't know. God, yeah, Mochi's gone. At least like Newgrounds and Concrete are still around. Yeah, I think they are. I mean, they don't do like the contests and all that. Sorry, I gotta like figure out how to make this. When I zoom in the chat window, it cuts everything off. Oh, look at that. Safari Tech Preview does it better than Safari. I'll have to move over to that one. There we go. You guys met on Twitter. Yeah, pixel art. Real life pixel art. Like it's really cool. He did a few others. Did he do some other video game stuff? He did like the little
he did collections of like he did Mario, he did Zelda, he did like everything. Like so much stuff that was just over his like all over because his parents like displayed him all over the house.
Yeah, we'll get Matt shows off. We need to do a rematch. Me and Matt in the arena. And people have been asking about that. Yeah, when's he gonna be in town again?
I don't know.
Well, okay.
I don't even know if he's gonna...
Someone test Parsec,
You might see him
and I will make Matt do it if it works,
You might see
and
him
then we'll play online.
In maybe
Well, Florida, yeah, it's gonna be a while.
that'd be a very long while.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know where to look.
Here, at the phone, because you'll be staring off into the distance, which is always fun over there. And then that's just delayed. It's like that's me 10 seconds ago.
Seeing myself on my face, it's very
Yeah, I hate it too. I hate it too. That's why I'm streaming, trying to get used to actually
Fairly.
fancy masters. Look, if we can get Parsec working, we'll make everyone fight everyone online. It'd be great. Just do some one-on-one.
What if I'm a passes?
Or do you mean like make her play the level? You want to play the level?
I don't know. You said you would show us the desk. The desk is
Yeah,
not
it's
here.
outside. I showed you on my
is not
desk.
in this room. That's his
It's all my
desk.
stuff.
But the desk that he uses in the
kinda
game
messy, too.
is outside.
That's where the
I don't
pants
touch
was. Thanks, pants.
Brad's office because it is his.
Yeah, so it's just super messy.
Yeah.
And then let's see,
Mine's
can I
very
switch
recent.
that? My old Mac, the old Mule, and then a new Hackintosh stuff inside of a Pentium 4 case, which I find hilarious. And the old Pentium 4 like thing just jammed in the floppy disk drive. I tried to put a floppy disk thing on there just for fun, but it didn't work.
When are you gonna update the mobile control textures?
Mobile control textures. That's the same with the fixing mobile with World 1. I think all the Congregate guys are over in GDC right now, or that might be over. I gotta check. But then they need to play through it, make sure I didn't break everything else, as I tend to do. And then that'll go live.
Yes, GDC is over. It was over yesterday.
Okay, so they'll probably like sleep for 2 days straight because those conventions are always nuts. Like they're so much fun, but you're walking everywhere and like rushing to play video games. It's great, and I think they're coming from a publisher thing, so they have to actually talk with people. Okay, there we are.
Hello.
Is that it? Are we good?
I believe
Is this
so.
focused? Alright guys, so we're going to set up I really want to do like play some of the custom levels. That would be fun. And we'll be in Discord. What you guys want to see on the next stream, let me know. Otherwise, we'll just probably keep making levels. Once I get some of the newer bits and pieces working, like the switches and the moving platforms, we can probably go through a bit quicker because just new items helps with new ideas instead of it's less figuring things out and more of yeah, this works, this is what this is made for, that sort of thing. Yeah. Jenna gets to hear about this all day. She's like stupid game stuff.
Goes on and on.
Alright. Okay, guys.
Yeah, that's like
Old fan. Yeah, I'll see what I can dig up. That'll probably wouldn't be like tomorrow or the next day, but I'll pick that up eventually because that'd be fun. See what's like what stuff hit.
I found a few of my other
hit Dropbox.
concept art stuff.
Yeah, I've been wanting to go through concept art because we did a lot of sketches. Jenna was helping with some. We were talking about the Squiggleville citizens, and then. Some of my old stuff. I try to keep all those notebooks because I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool stuff. Alright, man, that is a wide shot. I usually use the SLR with the anyway. It's just my phone right now.
I haven't been able to find them.
Oh no, just put a lamp on set.
I mean, I actually posted that picture.
Oh, okay, well there you go. There it is. Right?
But there was like, I couldn't find it. I think I might have found it though recently. I have to check.
Glasses, I'm not very sure. There we go. Resizing. Use resizing.
Dots.
Oh, I didn't even
dots
think about
in
that.
OBS you flip
Can
it.
I do that?
Right? Why would you do it right now?
I don't know.
Why does it matter?
Let's see if it works. Does it work? See? Yeah, it just doesn't. Oh, I can probably just flip it.
Wait, where did the U jelly guy come from? Brad?
Yeah, I think I was just doodling.
That was
right?
Brad's.
Wait, where's the transform?
Yeah.
There it is. So you can, yeah, I can
All
flip.
of the, except for the hat
Yeah.
guy.
So yeah, I'm gonna. It feels. Yeah, we can
I think-
set that up if I need to.
Was that
What, for the
fancy
citizens or
hat?
for this one?
He's asking about the U jelly guy. You
Yeah,
got
that
the
was
shirt
fancy
guy.
hat, guys. You jelly.
And then, did I do fancy hat? Was that the one that thought of that? I said you needed some.
I think you said you needed a hat that's fancier, but I think I drew it first. Yeah.
But most of those were stick figures, so I didn't have as much input on them because it was just that, and there
Kinda
was
my
a lot.
specialty.
There was a lot going on, so I didn't write dialogue for any of them either.
Yeah, it's been a long
Yeah.
dev cycle.
I did rewrite some of Cutie Pants dialogue though, when she's talking to the secretary.
Yeah, I was like, here, Jenna. You
That was
girl.
mostly because he
First-
had me read it, and I go, "That is not the way she talks."
Ouch. Should I move the mic? Is this gonna sound better?
Because obviously, I know more about the way the characters he creates than.
How little girls talk.
Yes.
It's fine.
It's like that's not how she.
They're probably
talks.
just gonna all sound like me if I.
You sound like a little girl.
Yeah, sometimes. Well, I mean, she wouldn't sound like a little girl. That's why you'd have to
Yeah.
write it.
But I picked her and then the secretary, and then I wrote some of the pirate dialogue. But I didn't write. Someone pointed out because I didn't rewrite any of Rainbow Beard's dialogue, and someone pointed out, I don't remember who, that his accent was gone. Because I wrote him like in a way that he spoke more piratey.
And I can explain that as this level or this world is more like not staged. Like the other games are more of like, here is your adventure. Everyone's kind of an actor in Faintspans Man's adventure. So that's why when everything's going wrong, the king and the mayor sort of just blow you off. They don't think you're up to the task. Because this world, this adventure isn't just centered around Faintspans Man. So maybe that's how Rainbow Beard usually talks. I don't know. Maybe he was playing it up in World 3, you know?
Does not how I have him talk though. I was very much,
Yeah.
but I tend to write the way I think things would sound when people are doing stuff. I think I got that.
So I can actually read the chat.
I think
we cut off. No, there it goes. Okay. Yeah, and we really must just been the hardware recorder before. Sorry guys, I'm trying to make the chat way bigger so I can actually read it over here.
But
There we go. I can actually read it. My glasses are terrible.
actually, now that I think about it, because I was wondering, because that was one of the I don't even know if this would interest anybody, because when I wrote the World 3 dialogue, I was very much into
making the dialogue look the way I believed it would sound if you were trying to read it, as opposed to just writing straight dialogue. So I would extend certain stuff.
Oh yeah, that's like
anything.
the colloquialisms for the characters. Like the characters have personality.
Yeah,
Like,
but
that's just good writing in
Yeah,
general.
but I think I actually, because a lot of this stuff, it went away. It's like,
Is it buffering?
yeah, it's buffering.
I see it. It's fine for me.
But they,
Buffer.
is it gonna just completely kill
Look.
the lifestyle?
It's working up here.
I don't know. But one of the guys I used to
I don't know. There's a, if you right click transform, you can flip it.
well, there was a writer that I was like, well, that I was still obsessed. That the guy that wrote Redwall, Ryan Jakes,
Yeah.
he wrote all of his characters like that.
Yeah.
Like he was very, because you know there was the like certain tribes spoke certain ways and things like that. So I think I'm wondering whether or not part of the reason why I started kind of, because I haven't ever seen dialogue really written like that in most other places. Like people will write with accents and stuff like that, but they won't actually write the way you would think.
Yeah, I think it's how well you know your own characters and how much like is behind just the sentence. You know, it's not.
Yeah.
Was that the Michael Caine said about acting? It's you think of all the things you're gonna say and then not say them. So there just has to be a ton behind everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, inflections and the way that they're talking, and yeah, even for writing, subtleties to it.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah, when you have one person, why does it just hit refresh? Hit restart. There you go. And that's a reason to have a dedicated writer on the project. You get to think about all that, and we get to discuss the characters and what they do and how they would act.
Yeah, but writing was always a really big thing of mine, so I like writing the dialogue when I can and things like that, because I'm one of those people that like starts multiple like books and things like that and never finishes them.
I've done that a few times. I'm not very good at it. She's way better than me, obviously.
I get like a few chapters in or something.
I just
like
started
that.
making multiple games and then never finishing them. So
Well, that works. So I think it's nice when I get to write for stuff like that, just because it gives me a goal to complete something.
it's about 5 over here. So it's probably
5:45.
about time.
Yeah,
End of
we
nap
probably
time.
need to
About dinner
end of
time.
nap time, dinner time. I need to start dinner.
I'm getting hungry.
Gotta
Hungry.
feed you. Gotta feed
So I can
you.
keep coding.
Fuel.
Give me food and coffee and sit me at my computer.
All right. Well, I guess we'll say bye.
All right, guys.
Bye at the camera.
Bye at the camera.
Bye,
Say goodnight,
bye.
Babs.
Good night, Babs.
Have to end it there. Quick, stop screaming.